Oh God. Was not expecting that. Okay. Oh God. We welcome you live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Grand National Series Season number 5. Race number 2, actually, at Daytona. We, of course, had the season opener here earlier this year, obviously. We got, of course, the second race of the season. Of course, this is Cup Series regular season finale week. Of course, the Grand National Series doesn't have a chase anymore, so that's what's different here. All right, well, this is the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Grand National Series in Daytona. Usually, of course, the regular season finale, like I said, but no more Grand National Series chase, so it is just a random Daytona race towards the later stages of the season. Of course, we had, like I said, the season opener here earlier this year. That had 44 entries. We had multiple cars go home. 42, I believe, actually. What could we possibly see tonight for the second race here at Daytona this season?
This race is definitely going to be absolutely wild. Obviously, not a regular season finale race, as you said, Ethan, but it's definitely going to still be wild. I mean, it's Daytona. Any race at Daytona is going to be wild. And, yeah, I mean, who knows what's going to happen. Literally anyone that shows up tonight could probably win this race. So, who knows what we're about to see here tonight at Daytona.
Yeah, and of course, the voice you're hearing, of course, is of Bryce Benton, NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series driver, a 7-time winner this year, but been just an incredible season for Bryce. He will be joining us in the booth for tonight's Grand National Series race in Daytona. We're going to have Eli Franklin and Landon Johnson as in-race reporters as always, and hopefully it should be a very fun night under the lights from the World Center of Racing. This race, of course, is actually, excuse me, God, 10 laps shorter than the season opener, 50 laps instead of 60. And just real quick disclaimer on my voice and the whole thing here. I don't know if I'm going to lose it or not tonight. Currently got a cold, of course, as you could maybe tell. So, yeah, perfect timing. I feel like we always get a cold during super speedway races, which is just great. All right.
Well, then they get to hear the GOAT Bryce Benton commentate then.
Huh. Nice attempt. Anyways, we are about to see cars on the racetrack in Daytona. Here we go. There's that 24, Eli Franklin, pulling onto the racetrack in his machine. Of course, Eli, he doesn't really have any accomplishments, let's be honest, but he's going to pull.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay. I have a win.
Top 10 driver. He's got a top 10 in the Cup Series, I guess. And he's going to pull onto the racetrack.
Top 5 at Phoenix in this one, actually.
Yeah, in Grand National.
Get it right, buddy.
Okay.
And he will roll down the back straightaway in that 24 Tide machine. Behind him, Christian Herklotz in the 00, your current second driver in points.
You want to go back to that intro and rewatch that?
No, nice try.
Okay.
Well, this is Daytona. This is the World Center of Racing. Welcome live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Grand National Series in Daytona. 8 races remain this season. Of course, got 2 super speedways left this week in Daytona, and then you got Talladega in 3 weeks as well. Herklotz goes to the tri-oval and back into 1 and 2.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be taking this track just to, figure out some names that I haven't seen. Because obviously I haven't commentated all this season for Grand National. I haven't really followed it too much, also. But yeah, obviously know most of the drivers still, but yep, I see some people pulling off of the pit lane here. Wonder when we're going to see some pit parties. That's when things really get fun in practice. Pit parties, definitely where things get interesting. No one really takes it, that seriously, but it's still good practice for the drivers to get experience in the draft, pack racing. It's definitely very important, and yeah, it's going to be really important to get practice in the draft, and yeah.
Here goes Hudson Warder in the 73 car. He made his Grand National Series debut last week at Watkins Glen. He was running inside of the top 10 in that race. Unfortunately, he had a wreck, took him out of contention. But we'll see what he can do today in his first ever oval race in the Grand National Series. He finished 10th in the Truck Series race at Watkins Glen last week as well. Anyways.
We don't talk about that race, by the way.
Wow. Anyways, here comes Landon Johnson, Eli Franklin off turn 4 and going to be heading down the front straightaway here in the warm-up session from Daytona. And of course, 2 Chevrolets, 2 drivers from Landon Johnson or Johnson Motorsports, Ethan Trentler Racing, the 2 affiliated teammates. You got a car on the apron.
1-2 tonight.
I believe that's Max Diffie. Here comes Ethan McMillan, who was actually your points leader earlier this season. Of course, not anymore. Back to 7th in points. Speaking of the standings, let's actually look at your Grand National Series points entering the day. 8 races remaining this season. Cole Wilson, after just an incredible last 5 or 6 races, hasn't finished worse than 4th. 2 wins. I think 2 runner-ups as well. Now sits top of the board in the point standings, 16 over Jake Lorino. Herclox is now back to 3rd in points. He knocks Thompson back 4th. Cole Clausen still P5. McMillan is 6th. Cherry is P7. But Cole Wilson is trying to run away with this thing for his 2nd straight NASCAR iRacing FedEx or iRacing Grand National Series Championship if he can do it.
Yeah, obviously, full season points, no points to reset, as we mentioned. Yeah, just gotta really stay consistent over the course of the season, and yeah, this race could definitely mix up the points a lot, though. I mean, like I said, anyone could win, and you know, it's obviously very easy to get in wrecks. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some underdogs win tonight. I mean, we saw Ryan Davis last season in season 4 at the same race. He was an underdog winner, at least I would consider. And yeah, I mean, I would definitely look out for some underdogs maybe coming through and maybe getting the win here tonight.
Yeah, of course, this race had actually D&Qs, a few of them here earlier this season for the season opener, but that always has D&Qs. Usually the second race doesn't have as many cars and doesn't have D&Qs, so probably aren't expecting that today, but we'll see what we get. Of course, there were like, what, 40-something cars for 35 spots earlier.
It was a lot.
In the year. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still Super Speedway is probably still gonna attract a good amount of drivers, as they always do. But yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna get DAQs. I mean, the Grand National race earlier this season it had an insane field count. I actually raced that race, and that race went terribly for me because I got involved in the big one. I'm like, what was it, like lap 15? So yep. Yeah, that was.
Oh, Brody Webster. That was Brody Webster in the 2 car. Yeah. Anyways, so of course, if there are D&Qs today, if we do get more cars than allowed in the field, which would be over 35, which is not the most likely thing for tonight at least, we could get close. I don't really expect to go over. The top 12 in Grand National Series points are all locked into the race. The rest of the drivers are all open cars technically, and they got to race their way in.
That's 23, so we're getting close.
Oh, and here's
DiFilippi. Yeah, DiFilippi. He's obviously, I mean, I would look out for Max DiFilippi here tonight. I mean, we've seen him have pace at super speedways, to be honest. Haven't seen him win a FedEx race at a super speedway yet, but we did see him at iCar at Talladega one season. I'm not sure what season it was, but I've seen him also in just other leagues. He's always pretty fast at super speedways. He's up front, and he was up front here last season also. He was the one that gave Ryan Davis the push for the win last season, from what I remember. And yeah, I mean, I would definitely look out for him tonight. But like I said, I mean, literally anyone could come through tonight.
And if you think about it, it relatively is a shorter race at least. Of course, only 50 laps for today. No halfway break either, so there aren't any guaranteed yellows in this one, but it's Daytona, so we wouldn't be the most surprised if we had any yellows. Anyways, here goes Max Diffie DeFilippi down the back straightaway. Behind him, another car that is the 48, I believe, Max Thompson, the 17 of Keaton Shelton, the 65 ETR car, dabbing into him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh lord.
All right. Oh man.
Oh.
So Eli and Landon, would you guys consider this a shorter super speedway race for you guys at least?
50 laps, yeah, I'd say so. It's definitely going to be a sprint to the end.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is definitely a shorter super speedway. It's going to be a lot of guys going immediately. I don't think a lot of guys want to wait way back too early. Also, we will still have to have a pit stop, but I don't know strategy because most of these guys are about 10 laps short on the field, so it could be interesting if we do get an early wreck. If guys decide to pit early, if guys want to stay out and try to just save the field. So we see Matthew White. I know it's a road course, but he saved 7 laps. In Super Speedway, you can save a lot of fuel, especially in the middle of back-to-back.
I mean, yeah, it should be very interesting here tonight in Daytona. Of course, usually the regular season finale, not anymore, but there is, of course, the Cup Series regular season finale tomorrow night. Who will make the Cup Series chase this season? And here goes the 28 of Lewis. All right, 18 minutes remain here in Grand National Series practice from the Daytona International Speedway. Of course, I think it's time to address the elephant in the room. Yesterday there was an announcement made to the entire NASCAR iRacing FedEx League regarding the future after season number 5. And I think I'm going to just read it real quick. I think everyone's seen it at this point, but if you haven't, here it is. So I'm just going to read the full press release from the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League that was released yesterday. And I'm starting right now. While this has been rumored for a while, I am here to make it official. The NASCAR iRacing FedEx League will cease full-time operations at the end of the current Season 5. There won't be a Season 6, at least in the near future. After this season has concluded, the league will move to a part-time basis with the Cup Series, Grand National Series, Truck Series, iCar, and IndyCar Series. Races will be during random weeks while being run a lot less frequently than they currently are. We aren't sure if any sort of schedules will be made. That will be decided later. Lobbies and special events will not be affected by this change. There will most likely be no championship points awarded for any races as they aren't technically part of a season anymore. There is a possibility of many seasons happening though. Cup Series team owners will keep their charters, but we are unsure again how that will work for part-time races. Once again, an announcement will be made on that coming later. We are also unsure how the future rosters for every series will be built, but there will be no limits on what races that drivers can do, unless they don't meet series requirements, of course. Excuse me. While this will mark the end of full-time championship racing for the league, it was in no way the very end of the league, of course. Like I said, we will still have a racing happening with every series, lobbies, special events, and more, a lot less strictly than we have in this present day. With this, I would just like to thank everyone who has helped along this journey. We have done so much in the league over the last 3 years, and I am so excited to see what the next chapter brings. We unfortunately can no longer commit to running races all the time, so this is the best compromise possible. Thank you, and we'll see you on track here in Daytona. Of course, that was the announcement that was made yesterday to everyone in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League. Of course, pretty massive announcement if you think about it. Obviously, we've been doing this for a long time. This is the 5th season.
Ethan.
We're in the middle of talking. What?
Refresh your paints.
He's having his moment.
Yeah, this is not the good time, but okay. Anyways.
Refresh your paints. It's practices. I can talk all I want.
You're a fruit. We were kind of announcing something, but all right.
Too bad.
Anyways, 15 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. Where was I? My God. Thanks, Brayden Hunsicker. Anyways,
Not
so
sure,
of course,
honestly.
yeah, of course there will be still part-time racing after this, but for the near future, there will be no more full-time NASCAR iRacing FedEx League Championship chase racing like we do every week here after season number 5. So it is definitely a huge change. Again, the league isn't dying. We're going to have some stuff going on after this season's over. Lobbies will still continue. There will still be Cup, Grand National, Trucks, IndyCar, whatever, iCar still even is going to exist for racing, but it's not going to be a part of a championship. and we're not going to be doing it every week. So, guys, can you give it, I guess you three, 15 minutes still here left to go before qualifying. Can you guys give me some of your thoughts?
I mean, I've been racing here for a good while. And I would probably consider myself one of the OGs just because I raced in the Heat 5 days. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely unfortunate. But yeah, I do gotta say thank you, Ethan, for running the league for this long. And I mean, this league was literally the first league I ever joined back in the Heat 5 days, and I am glad I did because I've enjoyed doing league racing a bunch. So yeah, definitely thank you, Ethan, for hosting this every week, and obviously back when I first joined in general FedEx. Just thank you for letting me join and get my league racing, I guess, career started.
Yeah, of course. I mean, even going back there, it was 2022 when we started that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is a long time ago. Landon
There's a lot to
Johnson.
think about too.
Yeah, Landon Johnson, of course, he hasn't been here quite that long, but of course he was actually the first ever Ethan Trendler Racing driver signed back in, I think, July of 2023. So, Landon, I know this is kind of a crazy time now, 3 years later, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I mean, been here since day one in the iRacing League. Haven't been here as long as Bryce with FedEx, but I mean, just want to thank you for putting this league on. I mean, it's gave me something to do over the last 3 years almost, and I've got to just meet a lot of more people in iRacing. It's kind of cool. Definitely got a lot better of a driver at this league, especially with all the good drivers we got in here. I don't think I could have learned this just by running some hostage or just officials.
Yeah, of course, Landon. Like we said, we've met so many people, so many friendships have been made by this NASCAR iRacing FedEx League. I mean, it's not over, like we said. Racing will continue, and I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of drivers still here. But I mean, some we get going off to college, some are retiring. And some of them are pretty high up in the league management. So that's part of the reason. I'm also personally not going to be able to do this every week anymore. So Eli, I know you are definitely the one that has been here the shortest. Only been here about a year at this point, which is definitely a lot less than 4 years and 3 years. But what have been your thoughts over this?
Yeah, I mean, first off, Lane Johnson, you have not got better. You still finished last every race. Besides
Okay.
that, I mean, it's been a year. It's been a year. It doesn't really feel like it. It's felt like a couple, maybe a month or two. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been a year. It's as soon as I got back on iRacing, I looked for leagues and I saw FedEx League, and I looked on YouTube to see if there's any. I want to watch back my races, just maybe when I finish the league or the league's done, I can just look back and watch it. And I saw you streamed the race, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna join this league, see if it'll accept me and all that. And I also remember my first race at Charlotte. You said where did Franklin come from? He came from last, and I got a top 10. I remember that word for word. And that's still something that sticks to me to this day. So I appreciate it. I know it's not gonna be full time anymore. I know we're still going to race, but it's not going to feel the same, not full-time anymore.
Yeah, but of course...
You can thank me.
Yeah, even though it is not going to be full-time anymore, we do still have some pretty cool things in the works. And we're going to have a lot of racing still to come and a lot of announcements still to come. But, of course, we still have the most important thing to finish up. Season 5 for the Grand National Series, the Cup Series. We've also got a Truck Series champion to decide, even an IndyCar Series champion to decide in Kansas. So it should be pretty fun over the next, for Season 5, about till the end of June. So we're not done yet for this season. We're definitely not done for the league. That's not going to happen. We're still going to continue this for a long time. So this isn't going anywhere. I mean, there is still a possibility for a Season 6 one day, but not anytime soon, let's be honest.
Oh, come on now. It'll be like 10 years down the road. There'll be a little Ethan running around.
A little Ethan.
We look at you live.
All right.
That'll be his first words.
All right, Max Stiffy, I think we're gonna bring in here for a minute because I think he has some words.
Our
So,
goat, Max Diffie.
Max Stiffy, you got some words here. Of course, welcome back to the Grand National Series. So go ahead.
First off, I just want to say glad to be back. Saw the news. Really sucks that this league is shutting down. Honestly, obviously I give you crap a lot, but half the time I don't really mean half of it. But yeah, I mean I've known about this league for a while, watched it for a while, and finally got to race in it. So that's a lot, and hopefully there's better to come in the future.
Yeah, I'm assuming you know it's not fully shutting down.
Yes, I know that. It just I don't think it'll feel the same anymore. 'Cause it's
Well,
not
yeah.
a full-time season, but these seasons have honestly been pretty cool. Obviously, having a lot of run-ins, but really cool league.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for that. We've still got this season to finish out, so it should be fun. Good luck tonight in Daytona.
Thank you. Can't see you too. All right, thank you.
How about Hudson Warder, top of the board? How about MNF Racing, 1, 2, 3? That is crazy. Starting off this morning session very strong.
I feel like MNF Racing is always. I mean, they have really good teamwork at the super speedways. I mean, if they could like qualify up front, like at least near each other, I would definitely watch out for them getting linked together and stuff because they're really good at teamwork. And,
Yeah, now they got a third car with them.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see. Teamwork is gonna be a big thing here tonight, obviously. You know, we obviously have some pretty big teams like TCMC, ETR, all those teams, and probably gonna see them working together. And yeah,
Biggest pit party we've ever seen.
Yeah, this is
oh my
this is
goodness.
very
Actually,
large. Wow.
yeah.
This is like 25 cars in this one pit party. Good lord.
This is beautiful.
I mean, this is a hell of a field we got right after the announcement. Okay.
Everyone decided to pull up.
So currently 33 cars are entered into the race. Remember, 35 do make the race. We still have about seven and a half minutes left to go, and then the 5 minutes to get for qualifying. Oh, this is a,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
upside
god.
down.
Oh my lord. Season 5 Daytona 500 right here.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say. Oh my goodness.
I saw
we're
two
still
cars
wrecking.
on my hood.
Oh, Gregory here.
I gotta watch that back. We're at 34, so we could possibly see people get taken home. Oh
yeah.
my goodness! I just look at the replay.
So now 34 cars currently entered. Remember, if one more is in, enters in, that's the limit. And then if there's another one after that, somebody's going home. Someone very unlucky if you don't get more than that. Of course, like I said, all top 12 in points locked in. Let me actually run through your top 10 real quick. The drivers that are locked in don't have to worry about this. This, of course, wasn't a thing in the season opener. Nobody was locked in. And your defending series champion, Cole Wilson, nearly missed the race because he couldn't get his car qualified for a minute. Luckily for those guys, not an issue today. His drivers that are locked in include Cole Wilson, Jacob Bruno, Kirk Glass, Thompson, Clausen, McMillan, Sheary, Koch, Franklin, Aiden Slidham, Jacob Malone, and Brody Webster. Everybody else not locked into the race no matter what, even if you're, of course, like the Cup driver like Matthew White, not going to be locked in today.
Another pretty
So I don't
solid
have
pit
to
party right
qualify.
here. Oh lord, here we go. Oh, it's actually not. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be big. Okay.
Okay. Well, this isn't. Well, I can guarantee you right now. Okay. I can guarantee you right now this isn't the final ever Grand National Series race at Daytona. That's for sure. This is the final full-time race at Daytona, at least, where you're going for points.
That hurt.
And it would be something if maybe your first ever winner. When this series wasn't even full time, the Grand National Series back in season 1. Ethan McMillan, of course, won the only race back in season 1, which was at Daytona. It'd be really fun even to get now his second career win all this time later. He's on an even bigger winless streak than Landon Johnson.
I don't think I
At
got a
least in
winless
Grand
streak
National.
anymore.
Well, you were, I mean.
Yeah, I think he moves up to #1 in winless streak.
Probably. All right, here from the cars back on track. About 4 minutes and 39 seconds left to go.
Party, everyone's a little more spread out.
I do believe we currently still have 34 entered, I think.
You also got to think, that was about a 25-car field when we had that feedback. 34 could be a lot. We'll see. I think with more cars, there's more opportunity for early wrecks. Because people trying to maybe fall back and get the turn. Or people just trying to get to the front quickly. There's opportunity for maybe to get an early yellow, what we have in other Daytonas, as we're going to have a huge wreck here.
Uh-oh.
Go, 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 go!
Oh, landed me. Oh, never mind. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Eli, are you okay?
We did a couple flips, Ryan Newman style.
Knox need help.
Yeah, this could really shake up the Grand National points. There's only going to be 7 races left to go this season after today.
We're at 35 now.
Sorry. Hopefully we don't lose our voice tonight. That would be ideal.
So we get one more and people start getting eliminated.
No.
Are there 35?
Yep.
Right, we'll see. I mean, this could be interesting. Yeah, Carlos Ortiz now your 35th car.
Yeah, we might get one more. I mean, we still have 3 minutes. Someone might join last minute.
And also qualifying, you get to go join.
Of course,
Yeah,
actually, we got to talk about this real quick. For qualifying, of course, it's a super speedway. There only is 1 lap, not 2. For all super speedway races, we're having a massive crash.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, this race, of course, going to be under the lights in Daytona pretty soon. This should hopefully be a fun one from the world's center of racing. There's Youngblood in the wall in that 37 car.
Hopefully no one hits him. I don't know if there's anyone coming.
Nope.
That's good. But, yeah, I got 2.5 minutes left here in Daytona. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a really interesting race. Oh, my goodness. So it's okay. But, yeah, this is going to be a very interesting race. I mean, it's not like anyone's trying to fight to get into, like, the playoffs or anything, because not regular season finale race. But, I think it's still going to be wild. I mean, obviously everyone wants to win, and, yeah, I mean, I honestly, it's going to be basically impossible to predict how this race is going to go down. I mean, it could go any way. I mean,
Yeah, it truly could be wild. Like we said earlier, I think Bryce mentioned this, the different teamwork we're going to see is probably going to be wild. Yeah, that, like, teams like MNF Racing, Ethan Trentler Racing, got Johnson Motorsports, you got Team Chevy Motor Club, you got some other teams, Clear Eye Racing as well. Chandler Wilson Racing, so it should be interesting.
there we go again. Work lots.
Excuse me.
Saves it. That was actually a really good save. Holy cow. But work lots looks like it'd be right in the dente.
Oh, Clausen. Into the wall hard. And there goes, Erdman. All right.
Looks like everyone else might avoid it. Oh, never mind. There goes work lots. But
There's a murder on the front straightaway.
Alrighty. So we still do currently have 35 cars entered. Kind of losing down to a minute left to go here in the warm-up session. I'm sure all drivers that are not locked in are praying we don't get one more car. So if we get one more car here, somebody's going home.
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get it though. Got 35 seconds.
They can also join during qualifying, but you also got to think they join during qualifying. They have to put a lap down.
Yeah, they might not have enough time.
I feel like that always happens. Like, we always get to, like, 30, like, low 30s.
So we
So
do
it sounds
currently...
like Ethan, you make these announcements saying that the season's going to end and you get 35 cars every single week because they think it's over, and then you just do another season.
yeah, that's good strategy right there. Wish I could.
Big brain.
I mean, more
Guys, we're just
exclusive
gonna-
races should mean more, hopefully more cars in the upcoming part-time races for next year, end of this year, I mean.
So, I don't know if you're gonna tell us this, but like, if we're running like Cup cars next season, like, is it gonna be next gen? I'm guessing. Or are you just
No
not gonna
idea.
tell us yet?
It's not going to be announced yet. Anyways, here we go. Qualifying in Daytona. Real quick check here. I do believe we're still caps at 35, so everyone should make the race here in Daytona. But it's, yeah, definitely was close. All right, here we go. Qualifying from the World Center of Racing. It's the second Grand National Series race of the season. Here we go.
I also think it's very important for these guys that are not locked in to still put down a lap, just in case someone does join and get a lap in. Because you don't want to be that last guy and think, oh, it's only 35, I'm going to start at the back, and all of a sudden one more guy joins and they're out.
So you're gonna put a lap down.
I'm not. I'm good.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah, Landon, you're the one that's not good.
Uh-oh.
Here goes
Used to be
Joseph
slow.
Lewis. Matthew White
Used to be
behind him.
Used to be so good at qualifying at these tracks.
Yeah,
All right,
for quality. Oh,
Sorry, you could
you
go.
go. Okay. But yeah, here for quality. Yeah, we're gonna see people. Their out lap coming out of the pits. We're gonna see them at 3 and 4, running the top to get the most momentum possible to start their one lap here. And I mean, you would think since it's flat out, you'd just kind of run the bottom, but you do. But on the heading onto the backstretch, we'll probably see people move up to about like the middle line, so they don't scrub speed down on the inside trying to fight to get down the track. We'll probably see some people move up a lane or two to keep some extra momentum going into turn 3.
Here goes Cole Clausen. He's on his lap. Brody Webster as well. Cars heading down the back straightaway. Kylan Wilson. There's the 44, Ben Savota. There's the 37 of Wyatt Youngblood as well. The 17, that is Keaton Shelton. The 73 of Hudson Woodard. Knox Thompson, first car over the line. He is, of course, top of the board. Harklatz now goes fastest. Lewis is third. Matthew White top of the board. He is now locked into the race, basically. Erdman is fourth. Miller is sixth. Lewis, of course, down to P7 now. Harklatz is still P2. There goes Max Stiffy across the line. He is, I believe, starting his lap. Gregory goes P3. Lindsay goes fourth. Here's Savoto, the 45. Woodard is eighth. He was fastest in practice. Still making sure there's still only 35 cars. Okay. So it looks like
at the top of the board will look really close. Now 2 hundredths of a second separate White and Hunsicker at the top of the board.
here goes Sean Rowe down the back straightaway. Full-time Cup driver for ETR. Has 2 wins this season at Nashville and Dover in the Cup Series. Making a rare Grand National start today. Here is Ingram in his actually Grand National Series debut today for his own team.
And Lane Jones is locked in.
We're in the show.
Johnson puts in a 24th place lap. Oh, there's DeFilippi crashing. Tobin is 7th. Here's Cole Wilson, defending series champion, current points leader, down the backstretch. Sean Rowe goes 3rd.
I don't get how we go so slow when I just hold the gas wide open.
I think qualifying here. I think the most important thing. I know most guys have already mostly done. It's the exiting pit. When you exit pit road, how much speed you have to, how much speed you can gain from exiting pit road, because some guys can just not lift and go full throttle and gain some time exiting pit road, and some guys they can't do it and they slide up on the track and get a penalty. So I feel like that's where the difference of qualifying is, and be able to run the very top and then go to the very bottom in qualifying.
Here's Ronan Suarez. By the way, Carlos Ortiz went 2nd. It's still Matthew White on provisional pole. A minute left to go. Brandon Pfeiffer there in the 18 car. White, of course, slow.
And we're at 36. Someone else joined, but they're not having enough time.
That is...
They're not, yeah.
Who is that?
George something.
George Carey-Freeds. Well, it looks like, unfortunately for George Carey-Freeds, that's going to be it for him.
Yeah, it was just about to mention that, I mean, if anyone joined right about now, I mean, they're definitely not going to be able to get enough time to set a lap. So, looks like everyone joined, at least during practice, is going to be locked into the show here tonight, and we got 20 seconds left here in qualifying. Will anyone be able to challenge Matthew White at the top of the board?
Nobody's, I believe, on a competitive lap that's going to make it. Yeah, it looks like Matthew White in the 88. It's going to be on pole in Daytona. In the 88 machine. And I know he didn't technically make any laps, but George Kiriefrieds is going to be the first car out. That's unfortunate for him. Hopefully he knows, and we're not just disqualifying him for no reason. Well, we welcome you live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Grand National Series Season Number 5 race in Daytona. This is, of course, our second race of the year. George Kiriefrieds is technically your only DNQ. I believe this is actually the second time he's DNQ'd out of a Grand National Daytona race. I think he DNQ'd out of last season's season opener. That's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. But yep, everyone's going to start gridding up and getting ready to go racing here at the World Center of Racing. 50 laps here. It'll be interesting. Obviously, no stage break, so could see some fuel strategy if we were to go green long enough. Don't know if we will, but yeah, I did some notes before this race to just provide some information to people watching back at home. So first one I am going to say is the first caution from the Season 4 regular season finale race was lap 9. So don't be surprised if we see a caution within the first 10 laps here tonight. I mean, the start of the race can always get pretty chaotic, and everyone's having to settle in. That's probably when one of those chaotic parts of the race, besides the finish of the race, obviously, when everyone's trying to settle in, get used to their cars in the draft. And yeah, obviously in the season opener this season, we saw the big one on, I think it was like lap 15, as I mentioned in practice. So yeah, we'll see. First caution, it'll be interesting.
All right, car's now rolling off the grid. I know you just talked for a while, Bryce, but can you bring us through our top 10?
What?
Can you bring us through our top 10?
Oh yeah. On pole is Matthew White. Second is going to be Carlos Ortiz. That is your front row. Third is Braden Hutziker. Fourth is Sean Rowe. Fifth is Cole Wilson, your defending champion. Sixth is Christian Herklotz, riding the Dente here tonight. We have the 87 of Michael Gregory in P7, Payson Lindsay in P8, Knox Thompson in P9, and Dabby Tobin in P10.
That's, of course, your top 10. You get the rest of the top 20, rest of the top 30, and the rest of the 35 cars for tonight in Daytona. Of course, only a DNQ for today was George Kiriefrieds, and he didn't make a practice lap or a qualifying lap. So he misses the show for today. Second time he's missed a Grand National race here at this track, like I said earlier. Cars will come down to pit road speed this time by the check their pit road speed and, of course, check their pit boxes as well. Eli, I'm assuming we would expect maybe if this race somehow went all green, one green flag pit stop.
Yeah, I say one green flag pit stop. Right now, have us about 10 laps short. So, be very interesting. We've seen, this is weird, but we've seen a race before people, maybe not wreck out, but people get decent damage entering pit road for like just going through, especially the big fields. So I hopefully it goes well. Everybody doesn't wreck each other, but we've seen crazy things going through this pace lap here in the pit road. But yeah, I expect pit stops. I don't think you even save enough. I feel we have to go down like 50% throttle for maybe like 30 laps to even have a chance.
Here comes the entire field, going to be rolling down pit road, all 35 cars that will start this race. Down to last place, Eli Franklin.
34, someone stayed out.
There's Brody.
Of course, Brody Webster stayed out.
And it's going to be very important if we do have if we have a green flag pit stop to not speed.
Yeah, it certainly will be. You don't want to go lap down at Daytona, and especially with the draft, you don't want to lose the draft either. That would be detrimental to your race. Well, here we go from the World Center of Racing. It is Cup Series regular season finale week. Of course, the Grand National Series doesn't have a chase anymore. It's just another race here in Grand National. 8 races left to go this season. And your points leader, Cole Wilson, he will start 5th today. If you're one of those drivers top of the points right now, you do not want to be caught up in a wreck here today at Daytona. That would be detrimental.
Sure. Yeah. You do not want to be in a wreck. Even in general, you do not want to be in a wreck, obviously. But especially those people, those top 10, probably top 5 on points. Those are really the drivers you do not want to see in a wreck here tonight. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. I mean, anything can happen in Daytona. This could be a big race to shake up the points. And I mean, if you could just get through this race, it might be kind of not really smooth sailing to the end of the season, but you obviously won't have to put up with as much stress you will have to tonight.
Well, we all know that full-time racing is coming to an end after this season, but man, we still got a lot of racing left to go before that even happens. 50 laps tonight from Daytona for our second race of the season from the World Center of Racing. 35 machines will address themselves to the starter stand. Matthew White, Carlos Ortiz in the front row. The second race of the season for the Grand National Series at Daytona is green and underway. Let's go! Ortiz takes the lead from Matthew White on lap 1. He got Sean Rowe up in the outside lane. Herklotz there as well. Side by side, coming back to the trial for the opening time. Oh, that's Ortiz very loose. That's going to give Sean Rowe the outside lane. Ortiz, though, fights back on the inside, but Sean Rowe will lead lap 1. Herklotz now in that outside lane trying to help that 20 car in the 0-0. You got third in line. That's the 8 car. I believe is actually CJ Erdman. That's not Urban. I believe it's actually Pace and Lindsay for some reason. Down the backstretch they go. Rowe takes the lead. Ortiz the second. White now to third.
Rowe leading. Oh, Ortiz down on the bottom. Sideways. Keeps it going though. Here comes Matthew White to the outside. They're almost 3 wide. Here comes Herklotz. Almost hitting the wall. Here we go. White will jump up top, but this is going to help Sean Rowe behind him. Or behind them.
We come to lap 3 in Daytona. We look at Ortiz at the bottom of the racetrack on Rowe. Side by side down the front straightaway. Door to door. Aggressive from that 21 car already in this race. Cole Wilson, the points leader, now pushes bottom on the 21 of Ortiz. 3 wide further back. We had an early race wreck in the Grand National season opener here in Daytona this season. Don't want to see the same today. Now Ortiz looks to block. Oh, he's going to get pushed out of line again. That'll give Rowe momentum on the outside lane. Push coming.
Really loose when he's getting pushed. That's very interesting. He's got to make sure he doesn't get he's got to keep that wheel nice and straight. And yeah, hopefully, hope that he doesn't get killed. As here comes Wilson, splitting him out of line, and now Ortiz is drop back a few rows.
Yeah, 3 wide. Oh, there's contact! Ortiz gets sideways. Gregory also nearly gets involved. They'll save it. We looked like we kept it all straight. Everyone stays going. Of course, we stayed green. No one got spun around there on lap 4, luckily. Still, though, 3 wide, and the pack got to get broken up. Now a top 3 breakaway, it looks like. Rowe, White, and Wilson. 3 wide, multiple lanes deep down the backstretch. It is treacherous early in the race in Daytona. Oh, Tobin.
Oh.
Davy and Tobin loose on the outside lane.
Yeah,
Hudson Woodard.
Doesn't look that good there, but yeah, it looks like just the bottom is the way to go right now. The bottom kind of got Never mind, here comes Matthew White to the outside of Sean Rowe with help from Cole Wilson. And Matthew White is going to be your new leader, your pole sitter here in Daytona.
Around this time, Cole Wilson actually flipped in Season 2 here in the regular season finale when it used to be that. The summer race, I guess, the second race in Daytona of the season. He currently now runs P2. Doesn't want to recreate the same kind of thing today because as your points leader, you especially don't want to finish 35th. Cars careening their way back into 3 and 4 on lap 5. Here goes Wilson outside. Oh, Wilson, that's a bad push by Sean Rowe. He will save it, of course. Keep it going in the right direction now, side by side, around the outside on that 88 machine. Cole Wilson looking for the lead. Still, though, door-to-door with Matthew White.
We'll say one thing about these pushes in this car is, I don't know what it is, if you push in this Grand National car, for some reason, you get loose on the push, especially if it's a good push. If it's just like a normal tap, it's fine, but you get a big run and just don't lift and hit somebody, they're probably going to spin out. Especially side by side or 3 wide, someone's going to wreck. I don't know what it is these cars, but if you get a decent push, there's a good chance you might go around.
Yeah, there goes Braden Hunsicker down the middle of the pack. Splits cheering out side by side, middle of 3 with the 21 and the 88, Matthew White and Carlos Ortiz. Here goes Rowe to the inside of Cole Wilson for the lead now. Hunsicker coming back down low, very aggressive early on in this race. I mean, it is not the longest race, but still, kind of surprising. On lap 7. We're back to double file for most of the field. Outside being split now is Cheery in the 29. He will be passed by Hudson Warder to get the 8. Payson Lindsay on the bottom, who was playing Brody Webster last week, now back himself. Actually playing Cameron Chandler this week, but actually on his own account.
Oh, big checkout by the inside line.
And they're 3 wide now. You see Kylan Wilson on the 23 car on the outside. Jacob Clarino currently second in points. He runs back in 14. Still early days in Daytona. And here comes Hunsicker around the outside. Help from his teammate Michael Gregory. Cole Wilson in line, and here comes Gregory. Look to the bottom. He's going to actually try to pass his teammate. No, he's going to stay in line.
Yeah, I was about to say it was starting to look kind of gridlocked, but maybe not anymore. The outside's now starting to prevail. But yeah, I feel like at some point in this race we might see it get kind of gridlocked. That's something we do see with this car in iRacing. It can get pretty gridlocked, but not when these guys are racing this aggressive. It definitely makes it to where it's not gridlocked, because everyone's racing really aggressive right now here early on in the race. That's where the lap 9 for the first yellow was last season, so see if it happens again.
Yeah, I mean, it could get treacherous. There were 3 wide last season. They were more punched up than they are right now, so hopefully we can get through this. Or earlier this season, I'm sorry. Cars once again head back down the front straightaway into turns 1 and 2 on lap 9. So Eli, did you lose the draft back there?
Yeah, I was riding around the back, and honestly, it's early. I expected yellow, so I wouldn't say I didn't mean to drop out of the draft, but so I kind of alright dropping out of the draft because I'm back here Swiss, and I assume I'm probably going to get a wreck in the next probably 10 laps. That's usually how these races go.
Yeah, you see them back there, the 24 and the 34. What's your fuel window looking like right now?
I have 31, so we're 10 laps short.
Okay.
You got 31? I got 33 running in the draft.
Well, of course, leader would burn more fuel. Of course, them right there are full throttle and only a 2-car pack, so they would be burning more fuel as well. Up front here goes Sean Rowe back to the Oh, we got a wreck! 2 cars, 3 cars, more cars go around in the back. That's the 36 involved, the 28 of Joseph Lewis, and the caution is out for the opening time. Cole Clausen involved as well.
I think 2 or all 3 of M&F cars were in that. I know at least 2 of them were.
Let's take a look and get a very good angle of it because it was at the back. Not sure who got turned first. Oh, I think it was maybe Wyatt Youngblood, if I'm not mistaken. There goes Youngblood, 37. Oh, he gives a bad push to DeFilippi, and then Rojan Koch comes back down on him, and then there they go. You see, he turns around Joseph Lewis. The 18 of Pfeiffer gets hit by Clausen. McMillan got some damage. It doesn't look like there is too much damage around the pack, but certainly unfortunate here on lap 10.
Well, this
First
caution
yellow.
will bring everybody down pit road, and everybody should be going field.
Gonna ride with Cole Clausen. Rex starts in, of course, he gets hit by Cope. And then you see Lewis comes down, Brandon Pfeiffer comes across his nose, but I don't think there's too much damage around the pack for the most part. I do believe we do have cars coming down pit road, actually.
Definitely wasn't as big of a wreck as we saw in the season opener.
Yeah.
But we weren't too far off of the first yellow from last season. Last season's lap 9. We saw it lap 10 this season. So, yeah, not too far off, and only 5 laps earlier than the first yellow in the season opener this season. But yeah, didn't look like it was too hard of a wreck, but I'm sure as aggression ramps up, we'll probably see some pretty big wrecks here tonight.
Luckily, that one isn't going to take any cars out of the race, I don't think. All 35 still running here in Daytona. So,
like
go ahead.
didn't look like it was too hard of a wreck for it to take anyone out, but definitely could be some damage still, but it probably, I don't know, probably not too bad.
All right, well, I would assume leaders would pit here because you should be good at the end or at least very close. Here comes Sean Rowe. He's going to lead Davy and Tobin, his teammate, down. Hunsicker, Gregory, the 2 other teammates from Hunsicker Motorsports, and everyone else looks like they're coming down pit road. And I guess we'll let Bryce commentate pit road here.
Yeah, I would expect to see some no tire stops here. That's probably what I would do in this situation. Is no tires. Tires aren't going to be a huge thing, obviously, at Daytona. And yep, here they come. Just a quick gas and go, and it's going to be Sean Rowe that leads the field off of pit road.
Tobin, I believe, was second, or maybe it was Hunsicker. Hunsicker got second. Tobin third. Wilson fourth. Matthew White back to fifth, your pole sitter. Miller, Lindsay, Erdman, Wilson, and Herklotz, your top 10. First yellow of the day on lap 12 from the world's center of racing. Sean Rowe currently leads. Sean Rowe has been close to actually winning this Grand National race in Daytona. Did it both season 2 and, of course, in the season. Eli, why are you lap down?
I am not a lap down.
Oh, well, iRacing's being dumb then. Okay. And then, anyways, Sean Rowe was in this race back in season 2, the season opener, that is, not this actual race technically. And also in the race here earlier this season in Daytona. Nearly won both of them. It's just wrong place, wrong time. We'll see if you can do it today for your 2-time Cup winner. He, of course, is locked into the Cup Series chase. Won't have to worry about really anything tomorrow night. Choose cone will be down the front straightaway, of course, as always, on these restarts.
Tomorrow night's definitely going to be very interesting. Obviously, I did win the Daytona 500, so yeah, definitely forever back at home. The Cup race definitely not going to be one you guys want to miss. Gen 4s at Daytona really never disappoints. Obviously, Daytona any car never disappoints, so you're definitely going to want to look at that.
Of course, that'll be under the lights as well, unlike the Daytona 500.
Yep.
All right. Here we go, coming to the choose. You're going to see Sean Rowe go outside. Maybe going to go with his teammate. No, Tobin doesn't go with him. That's kind of surprising. Wilson
Well, usually on those, they communicate with each other, and the outside guy kind of jumps to restart just enough. The inside checks up, and the outside just drops to the inside.
Well, the thing is, Tobin wasn't on the front row, though.
Oh, okay.
It was Hunsicker. So, kind of a surprising call there. Leave all cars out of the one car out of the race now. He's Stock Morton. Not really sure what happened to him. Maybe a mechanical issue right there.
A little fuel update, guys. After we pitted, we got about 39 laps, so we're only about half a lap to the good.
All right, that's going to be close. If you're leading this field, you're not going to be able to save a whole lot of fuel. So, but if you're back in the pack, I would expect drivers to be able to, lift, not coast because it's Daytona, but lift a little bit and be able to save.
Also, if we get overtime, if we go green most of the way, we get overtime. Well, these guys have to tip the field.
I mean, this is a good chance that, it's definitely going to be easy for at least, I mean, for sure the leaders to burn through the fuel. I mean, while they might be good now, I mean, if you're running full throttle, it could be fairly easy to burn through the fuel. And yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm sure we're going to get some more yellows, but if not, I mean, it could be fuel mileage.
Yep, should be interesting to watch here. Sean Rowe will lead the field to green on the outside lane. Braden Hunsicker on the bottom. Kind of surprising no teammate orders with Davian Tobin and Sean Rowe for Ethan Trendler Racing here. But the pace car that Ford Mustang pace car will come down to pit road as we get ready for the first restart of the night in Daytona. Going to be on lap number 14 back through the United Rentals restart zone they go, and we're back underway in the World Center of Racing. Yeah, that's actually Rowe. Hunsicker gives him a break there, even though they're not teammates, lets him in line.
Wasn't jump though from Sean Rowe. He's able to get to the inside. Now that's not going to be ideal for the top here. They should be able to get formed up. I mean, they had two teammates lined up. Oh, that was very close. Almost maybe ruining doors. But now, here's Sean Rowe and Braden Hunsicker to the top. Wilson goes higher to the outside as here he comes. Will Sean Rowe try to block it? Hunsicker down low. Gonna get help from Davian Tobin down the bottom.
Yeah, Braden got a nice run back in the bottom lane. Matthew White got shot out of line in the 88 from contact behind. You know, it's no help. Maybe Aiden Holes will pick him up there in that. Oh, he's in the wall. That third lane, your pole sitter, Matthew White, falling back outside of the top 10. Sean Rowe gets a push from Colt Wilson on the outside. Erdman lined up there, fourth in line as well. And he also got Christian Harklotz, third in points entering the day. Would love to see Colt Wilson maybe get a bad finish and him to finish well. That would certainly help his chances. But currently Cole runs in second place.
A couple guys that are losing the pack that are guys you usually hear off before Clausen now fall down the pack. It looks like Cherry's gonna fall out.
Well, Cole Clausen, was of course involved in that wreck. Getting dicey here, 3 wide for the back. You see in the middle, in the wall a little bit, goes that 90 Eli Tomlin. Through the middle goes Michael Gregory in the 87 car. And here comes Erdman to the inside now, Sean Rowe. Door to door for the lead down the front straightaway. 3 wide further back. It is getting very, very dicey. And CJ Erdman will lead the first lap of his day.
Really impressive here out front. CJ Erdman, obviously a leader, as we mentioned, as Braden Hunsicker. Contact behind in the wall, but yeah, CJ Erdman leading the field, but he's going to kind of block Rowe. Rowe might get a big run down the back straightaways. Here he comes. He's going to get to the outside, going to get to the door, and is he going to get clear heading into turn 3? We'll see. As here we go, heading into turn 3, the side by side to the lead.
Yeah, Rowe back on the outside lane, Erdman on the bottom. Hunsicker in that 38 giving him a nice shove. Cole Wilson now not connected with that 20 car. I mean, veterans up front, of course. Erdman, he's a veteran. Hunsicker, Cup Series champion. Rowe is at this point a veteran. Wilson, a Grand National Series champion. Controlling the field currently in Daytona, coming to lap 17. Still side by side, even with each other, about 10 or 15 lanes deep, back at a 1 and 2. Cole Wilson now in that outside lane almost gets pushed out of line for a second, but still trying to side draft Hunsicker down the back straightaway. Rowe is still doing a nice job on that top lane, even with not a lack of help from that 22 machine.
Lined up just as they were on the pace lap, but only going 200 miles an hour now. But yeah, here they come off of turn 4. Sean Rowe going to get the run up top. Will Erdman be able to stay down low? It's just nice and gridlocked here. I mentioned it's definitely a possibility we'd see some gridlock racing here tonight. It's pretty common with the O'Reilly car, and looks like we're kind of seeing that right now. But will anyone try to pull out a line, make a third line?
Yeah, of course, we saw a lot of 3-wide racing earlier this season, but there were some updates to the Grand National Series car since the Daytona season opener to now here in May. Of course, that race was back in December. Oh, Cole Wilson loose on the outside lane. Very sideways. Get a big bump, but now it's going to check up the field. It now actually will go 3 wide. See Pace and Lindsay up on the outside lane in that 8 car. He is going to go to the outside of Wilson. We'll split him 3 wide middle. Huntsinger on the bottom. That 8 car, Payson Lindsay got a big run down the front straightaway. Former winner of the Daytona regular season finale in the Cup Series.
Yeah, guys like Payson Lindsay, guys who are Cup guys, this is an opportunity for guys like them, especially guys in the Cup, to take some chances tonight, see if they can learn anything from tonight to go into tomorrow. Especially guys on the cut line, obviously, they need good days. So maybe near the end of the race, they're not running well, and then they can have the opportunity to see maybe the top line can work. Honestly, different cars, but it seems to be a racing. It seems to be a racing.
Lindsay giving Rowe a big shove. Those two have a pretty interesting history, let's be honest. Back through turns 3 and 4. And here goes Lindsay to the inside of Sean Rowe.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, in the wall, Hudson Woodard. He will save the car, but he does have damage. That's Aiden Holes also nearly involved. It looks like everyone keeps it going. More cars, though, in the apron. There's still 4 wide. Knox Thompson. Oh, everyone somehow keeps it going. Oh, no, they're wrecking ahead of them, I think. No?
Well, everybody saved it.
Everyone's still going, I believe. We're
Pack is really
green.
broke up now, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, yeah. Very broke up. Wow. That's
So
really
it's-
interesting. I scattered
it's
to avoid
Sean
that
Rowe.
wreck, and there was no wreck.
Sean Rowe now leads. Tomlin is now second. He gets pushed to the outside. Now he's going to go side by side with Rowe for the race lead. Door to door back into 3 and 4, but no help on the outside lane. Where's Payson Lindsay going to go? Wilson pushes Rowe in the bottom. That just broke up this pack entirely. This is a very interesting moment now. Heading back to the tri-oval. You got a second group trying to form up back there, and this first group only consists of about 10 cars.
And her class coming out there.
Ooh, that's the 00, of course. I don't know what's going on with him. Of course, currently third in points. So,
Down the bottom.
yeah, mixed group up front now. Very interesting how that changed up. Look at this second group back here. Got about another 10 cars. Got another about 6-car breakaway back there. Eli Franklin, a couple other single-car groups. There's Cheery, Clausen backing out of it. 2 cars on pit road. That's Herklotz. Not really sure what's going on with him as you see him on pit road. Sean Rowe now getting pushed to the outside by Eli Tomlin. What a run he's having so far in the 90. Herklotz will go a lap down. He didn't disconnect, did he? No, there he is.
No, he's still here. Maybe he had some contact and maybe got some repairs. I have no clue. That's interesting
And
for a guy that's top 5 in points.
there goes Eli Tomlin on the inside of Sean Rowe, side by side, down to the 1 and 2. Contact to the bottom. He gets pushed up the racetrack. That second group does have more cars, more momentum. This first group is very dicey. I'm interested to see if that second group can catch up.
Eli Tomlin struggling to hold a line down the bottom, and yeah, now that allows the top to reveal. Sean Rowe back to the lead with help from Payson Lindsay and CJ Irma behind. There's Max DiFilippi, 4th in line. He was able to get through that wreck, and he's also up here. There's a bunch of interesting names in this first pack. It's going to be interesting to see if the second pack can catch up. As here comes Payson Lindsay going for the lead with help from behind.
Yeah, Urban with him as well. There is Lindsay. He will take the lead. Sean Rowe, no help at all on the bottom. And I believe that second group is starting to gain momentum.
Herklotz just left.
Wow.
Wow, that is huge in the points for Christian Herklotz. Entered 3rd on the day. This is exactly what he cannot have.
Yeah, notice there was single file in the second pack. Starting to get kind of sorted
Yeah, they're
out
coming.
on the first pack. But yeah, they're still gaining. They're all getting really aggressive up front. That's allowing the second pack to catch up, and you know, I'd say that see these 2 packs merge into one here in a few laps time if they keep this up.
Single file top 4, but again, Tomlin is just jumping out of line. You got Ashton Miller on the outside, Davy and Tobin also in the bottom lane. There's Kylan Wilson. That second group is coming. Ooh, they actually get split up for a second. There's Gregory in the 87. The 3 of Wilson, of course, still leads the bottom.
Starting to get formed up on the top, but yeah, it's interesting. The first pack joining the top while the second's joining the bottom. Just kind of where momentum is in both packs, but they're really close to getting in the draft, and now they might move up top and try to get the draft. No, it's the 3-car might. He is doing that, but is he going to get left out to dry? Will he have help? He's going to drop back down low. But yeah, they're there. They're almost in the draft.
Because we're going to come to halfway this time by in Daytona, lap 25. So, I don't know where you are, Landon, but what's your fuel number right now?
Hang on, give me 1 second. I gotta get on the back straightaway.
Oh, so you're way back now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the third pack.
Yeah.
I'm right now at 29. That's crossed on finish line.
That is, of course, way good now, unless we have overtime.
27.
All right. So it's... Oh, Tomlin! Nearly wrecked himself off the nose of Cole Wilson. That was almost huge. And that almost killed Wilson's race.
The second pack's there now. The second pack's gaining with a huge run to the back of the first pack.
Yeah, of course, that break of momentum definitely helped them catch back up. This is about 21 cars, I believe, in this first and second group combined, heading back down the front straightaway. Of course, 2 cars now out of the race, Doug Morton and Christian Herklotz.
Here they come, heading through 1 and 2. They're starting to get back single file, but some people are trying the top. That's Cole Wilson up at the top, and more behind him. Are they looking up top? If Lippy goes top with Braden Hudsicker, well, will anyone look for second go top? There's Erdman shuffling pace and Lindsay out of line. They're sideways, jostling as here they come. Heading off the turn for CJ Ehrman, looking to take the lead once again.
Ehrman on the outside lane. Oh, that's Payson Lindsay sideways down the front straightaway. Help from Ashton Miller behind him. You got now DiFilippi going aggressively bottom for the race lead, side by side with Erdman. Door to door down the front straightaway. Not a lot of help on the bottom, though. Outside will be rolling now with Erdman, but a big push maybe coming back to the bumper. That's 12. It does come. Payson Lindsay on the bumper of him. You got Ashton Miller third in line in the bottom lane as well. Yeah, of course, that second group.
Do you want to lead it, Jacob?
Group. And now currently 21 cars this main pack up front. Hunsicker leads to go outside. That's Sean Rowe on Cole Wilson. It is starting to get very aggressive in the front of the field yet again.
Definitely result in a wreck, maybe. But it seemed like they're fairly organized while doing this, but one mistake, one bad push could result in a big one. And for anyone that's out of the draft right now, that's exactly what they need. They gotta hope they wreck before they get lapped. I had to go through that stress earlier this season, and yes, Matthew White looking might be getting lapped here. Their pole sitter also. That's unfortunate for the 88 car.
Yeah, Matthew White, of course, he lost the draft. Oh, Erdman sideways in the bottom lane. He'll save it, get back in line on the bottom. Max Stiffy, I guess, comes a bit of a break. He got Miller 3 wide actually in middle. And they're going to catch up to Matthew White currently in 32nd. What happened here, Bolson? Now, Hunsicker leads the outside lane. Where are they going to catch that 88 car? Should be interesting to see if Matthew just gets out of the way. I mean, he's obligated to at a super speedway. Coming down the front straightaway. White on the bottom lane of that 88 car. They're always trying to get in line on the outside. They're still 3 wide further back. It is really aggressive back here with Aiden Holes, Keegan and Shelton, and others.
They're going to start to catch these a few lap cars here, and that could really shuffle the field up a little bit. Obviously, single file now, but if they get like double file and they catch a lap car in an awkward point, it could definitely shuffle up the field, and that's going to be something to look out for. But yeah, around lap 29, race is going by fairly quick, obviously fairly short race. But yeah, I think people are maybe trying to chill a little bit before the final, like, I don't know, 15 or so laps of the race. But I don't know, they're trying to make the bottom work, but just it's not quite working out for them yet.
Yeah, it should be interesting back there. Real quick, I do want to check on maybe another group. You got a 4-car breakaway back here. Another single car, a couple of 2 cars, more single cars. There's a bunch of 2-car and 4-car groups. So as they go back for this main group out, of course, 21 cars back in a 1 and 2.
Something I do want to mention, this is another part of my notes. Figured I'll just mention it now because we're within about 20 laps to go. Average last caution in this race, the second Daytona race in the Grand National Series, is 8 laps to go. So we're quite a ways away from that right now. But yeah. The last caution from Season 4 last season was 11 to go. Last caution in Season 2 and Season 3 was 6 to go. So look for a wreck maybe within the last 10 or so laps. They might keep it green for now, but yeah, we'll see. Within the last 10 laps, there could definitely be another wreck that shuffles the whole that just changes the whole race.
Slow car on the bottom. That is Rojan Koch. He's out of the way.
When's the last overtime finish?
No, actually, none of the races have overtime, but it's Season 2 and Season 3 had a final restart with.
Ooh, it's getting a little bit more dicey back there in the pack. Here goes Sean Rowe way to the outside. No help coming with it, looks like. We'll see if he can get back in line. No, doesn't look like at all. He's going to be split 3 wide. Now the aggression's starting to pick up. Cole Wilson in the middle. That's the 90 of Tomlin puts Rowe into the wall. I don't think Sean's going to be very happy with that 90 machine.
Now Wilson leads the top.
Here
he comes with a big run. Yeah.
By the way, Hunsicker just fell out of the line on the outside lane. Was your leader. Now here comes Cole Wilson around the outside of Davian Tobin. And now here comes Tomlin, trying to break out of line. He's been aggressive all day long. That 90 machine is hungry for a win. Nearly won his duel in the Cup Series this season in Daytona. And Cole Wilson sideways down the front straightaway. We're getting to the matter of time where we could see a wreck at any moment at the front of this field.
Of course, right as I mentioned, the average last caution. Now they're trying to get a caution, but yeah, Wilson got really loose off before. We're kind of seeing that a lot tonight. Just it might not be too big of a push from inside the car, but from outside it looks like it's a lot bigger than maybe what they're feeling. But yeah, Cole Wilson with a big run. He's gonna clear for the lead. He's gonna go down to the bottom. Here comes Eli Tomlin on the outside.
Got Brandon Pfeiffer back there as well. Tomlin is kind of all over the place, let's be honest. Man, he is sideways. There's contact. Outside goes the 38 of Braden Hunsicker coming there on Max DiFilippi. It is getting really aggressive. 17 laps remain in Daytona. They're catching more traffic. That's another group of 2 cars. That's Clausen and Joseph Lewis. Cole Wilson currently leads there. Goes outside Davian Tobin. As well looking for momentum. You got the bottom lane coming with CJ Ehrman. He's got to run. Where's he going to pull it? We'll stay in line, it looks like, with Cole Wilson for now. 3 wide, though, further back in the field. There's Knox Thompson. Still 3 by 3. I mean, you can see a wreck here at any moment. A bad push. Somebody gets turned a little bit sideways, and could have wide up about 10 cars or more.
Yeah, when these guys start to go, 3 wide, that's when we kind of see some wrecks. Usually, when they start to get that third lane going, that's when we kind of see it, because it's a big kind of change. Like, say you're in the second line right now, you could be in the middle if they get that third line going. And yeah, it's starting to get.
Here, watch Eli Tomlin. Watch Eli Tomlin. He's going to jump in front of Braden Hunsicker here in the 38 car. He will check that line up on the outside a little bit more. Now he's almost going to be split. Oh, and there he is in the wall. Like I said, Tomlin gets turned. Crashes with Knox Thompson. Brody Webster wrecks as well. It's about a 3-car crash, and the caution is out. That could have involved a lot more cars. Second yellow. Okay, second yellow of the day. The second group is coming back here. And that's the caution out in Daytona.
The people that just lost the draft, that's big for them. That's huge for them. Now they're going to be thrown back into this race. Obviously, going to be still in the back, but still, that's big.
Let's watch what happened. It was Eli Tomlin who just turned himself off of Hunsicker's nose. Collects Knox Thompson. See the 3-car got a little bit of damage as well, and they spin down the front straightaway. Eli was very aggressive over that run. I'm going to say that was kind of expected at that point.
Yeah, it just looked like he didn't commit enough to go to the outside. He was thinking about it, and he didn't think. Just didn't think fast enough, and yeah, got disorganized, and that's how it goes.
Saw Shelton in 18 had a bit of a checkup.
That was a caution count, perfect time for Matthew White, because Cole Clausen and Joseph Lewis are about to go lap down. And Matthew White maybe not have pace right now to stay inside the lead pack. Maybe we'll get on a lead lap. Who knows how much more is going to wreck out in the final lap, and he can gain a lot of positions.
Underrated save right here for Keegan Shelton. Wow. He slammed into the back of Rowe and then saves the race car. Pretty impressive.
I still have damage, though.
Matthew White gets the free pass in 30th place. And I do want to watch this second group behind them. Of course, they come up on this pretty quickly. You have Jake Florino leading that. They got to get out of the way because Knox Thompson, oh my goodness. Kind of does get chaotic as the caution comes out.
That could have been a lot worse.
All right, 15 laps to go. The yellow is back out. And this is the second caution of the day. We will have 30 cars on the lead lap. Out of the 35 drivers that started this race, Matthew White, of course, gets the free pass.
Will anyone pit here?
Yeah. I wouldn't expect any of the leaders to come. You're just about good on field. Actually, here comes Hunsicker and Sean Rowe, but they might have a little bit of damage, actually. From that
That's
race.
the only reason
only thing I can think is tires. I don't know if tires really mean that much to speedways, but also we gotta know that we've seen to where tires, like maybe on pushes, help battle fresh tires.
There we go. Okay, there's Hunsicker. Of course, he's getting tires, like we said. But Rowe does have some pretty big back-end damage. There's Michael Gregory. I don't think he's too damaged, though. 48 of Knox Thompson.
Yeah, most of these guys have damage, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Again, lucky break there for Cole Clausen. He'll stay in the lead lap. All right, 14 laps to go in Daytona.
This is when everything gets interesting here. I expect a lot of pushing. I expect what we call the big.
Yeah, do we see another yellow? Could this be the last yellow? I mean, who knows?
I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a little early for it to be the last yellow, but yeah, I mean, we saw it, obviously, as I said, last season with 11 to go. We're going to be restarting about that time, I think. Pretty similar time, so that could be interesting. But Season 2 and Season 3 saw it with 6 to go, so I don't know. I still think we might see another one, but, I mean, who knows? They might decide to just keep it clean. Well, maybe just race the checker flag.
Yeah, we will have to wait and see. Eli Talman, I believe, may be out of the race. That's unfortunate for him. He was, honestly, even with that wreck, having a great run. Was very aggressive up front, but still running inside of the top 5, top 10, even almost led some laps. Definitely a lot more cars running currently than the season opener at this point.
Oh, yeah. That big one in the season opener killed almost half the field, but yeah.
Coming to the shoes. Yep, coming to the shoes this time by Cole Wilson. Where is he going to go? Erdman behind him. Lindsey third, Miller fourth, Wilson and Kylan Wilson, that is fifth. Cole goes bottom, outside goes Erdman. There's the 8 of Lindsey, he'll go outside. Bottom is for Miller. As everybody goes to choose their lanes here on the front straightaway. We're going to restart with just 12 laps to go in Daytona here. This could get interesting. More cars coming off pit road here. Matthew White, the final one. You're going to have 30 drivers racing for the win on the lead lap with 12 laps to go here. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, it's go time. Especially for anyone in the back. They're going to have to get really aggressive to try to get up there. But, I mean, still, I don't know if we'll, well, there's a good chance we'll see another wreck, so that's another thing you got to keep in mind if you're in the back. You got to be on the lookout for that, but you've also got to make sure to go forward. It's going to be kind of a luck thing for the people that are trying to go forward from the back. Same with people in the front, though. Just I feel like they're going to be a little bit safer than if they were like midfield.
Should be very interesting and exciting to watch here for the final few laps. 12 to go in Daytona. I mean, it's not the shortest amount of time, but it also definitely is not the longest.
It's definitely no time for these guys near the middle and back of the pack to definitely get up front.
Unless there's a wreck.
Cole Wilson looking for win number 3 on the year to extend his points lead. Of course, Arglas was third in points. He is out of the race. He will finish 34th, so that is going to be detrimental to his points. Jacob Clarino is running back maybe outside of the top 20, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's actually back there, just inside the top 15. Well, here we go. 12 laps remaining in Daytona. Cole Wilson, C.J. Erdman will lead the field back to the green. Will anyone have anything else behind them to try to make something happen? I would have to certainly expect so. 12 remain from the Daytona International Speedway, and we're back to green. That's a great restart for the inside lane, and Cole Wilson. Erdman just did not go on the top and lose maybe 2 or 3 spots. Here goes Miller to second. Kylan Wilson at the bottom, also a great job. But Cole Wilson gets out easily in first place. He got Miller in second, Kylan Wilson P3.
I mean, they're not, like, the top isn't too far back, though. They might get a big run down the back stretch here. But, yeah, we got 12 laps to go. Here comes the top on the outside. They might gain some time.
Oh, they're wrecking! Around goes Stephen Leapy. Crashes with Davy and Tobin to the inside lane they go. Is this going to bring out a yellow? They're coming way back in front of the field.
No caution.
No yellow. We stay green. How about that? No
That's
caution.
unfortunate for them, though. They're going to have to help for another wreck, a yellow. They're going to have to help for something to try to get back in the race. But, yeah, it kind of broke up the field again. We might see this happening again.
Well, it wasn't as bad as before. There still is a lot of momentum in this main pack. See the top, about 7 cars single file. Then you got more groups here trying to get back single file to try to get more momentum. But you did actually lose a couple of cars back here in the back of the pack. 11 laps to go. Cole Wilson currently leads in Daytona.
Yeah, that's a nice car to be leading the race, the CWR Chevrolet.
Oh, as we welcome Cameron Chandler to the booth here.
Where'd you come from?
Hey, we just won a late model race, so we might be racing in real life.
Whoa.
But anyway, Crash Out Miller, he gets drop kicked out of the line. He's going to the back.
10 laps to go in Daytona. They're getting sideways behind, and that's Marquez Ramos in the 36 car.
Yeah, it happened right in front of me. It's getting sketchy back here.
It really is. Front of the field. In the wall goes that 78 of Aiden Holes.
Has breaking up the top, though. And yeah, the top's trying to get a little bit here. Trying to get back up there. Yeah, oh, sideways.
Wyatt
That's,
Youngblood.
I believe Wyatt Youngblood, yeah. Wyatt Youngblood. And now the top is getting a little momentum, but they're going to jump back down low. 3 of them jumping down low. Yeah, that's going to not be great for the top.
Island Wilson, the bottom of the top, 6 single file.
Yeah, there's 2 team cars lined up. The Hunsaker Motor Sports cars, Michael Gregory and Braden Hunsaker. They're not going to stick in line for too long. You'll see them jumping up as soon as they possibly can.
Got a big run coming to the outside, it looks like, for a second. That is led by those Hunsaker cars. Oh, and that's Lindsey blocking Gregory nearly to the wall. Almost to the wall is that 87 car. Hunsaker now in the 38 car. He is second in line on the outside lane.
What is Erdman going to do? Is Erdman going to jump up with the outside?
Yeah, of course, they'll try to maybe go for the lead on Cole Wilson. Where's that 22? If he's got a block, where's he going to go? Erdman is going to have to stay in line on the bottom. Wilson now going to block the outside lane. He'll go up there. As these laps continue to tick down, the aggression will just only begin to ramp up even more.
And here we go.
Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, and multiple cars
huge
involved.
wreck.
3 crashes into the wall goes Landon Johnson. Got the 48 of Knox Thompson involved. Where is the yellow iRacing? What
Yeah,
are we
we
doing?
might need a melee for that one.
Yeah, that's probably, yeah, it's definitely worthy of a yellow.
All right.
That was a big hit. I don't know who it was. That was a big hit to the inside. Wow.
Well, the caution is out. 8 laps to go in Daytona. Didn't have a great angle of it live, but let's take a look. So you see, oh, it was contact. Actually, let's back that up for a second. So you see the 44 Ben Savoto. He just comes up and door slams Knox Thompson, wrecks his team owner, Landon Johnson. The 3 car. He also spins a big run in his debut. That's the second wreck he's been involved in. And you see Johnson. Well, wow, Landon, you just got cleaned out by your team car right there.
Yeah. Definitely not the plan. I don't think
No,
I got
no,
that one. No, I barely touched the wall. I mostly spun.
Really, I don't know if you watched that replay again. I was behind him. I think it was old tires, honestly, because if you watch, both of us slide up the track, exiting the corner, and luckily, really, no one's close to my outside. I think that was mostly old tires, man.
Yeah. Oh, look at Eli. Oh! Just got through that. Man.
I do gotta point out, I think the yellow came out literally right when the average last caution was 8 to go. I think it was right around then. So I think it actually might have been 8 to go. So that's interesting. But we'll see another one.
How about that? And now Michael Gregory actually is being scored your leader, Braden Hunsicker's teammate, second.
Hey, Knox, can you look at my damage on the left side, mostly in the rear?
No. All right. Well, this makes things interesting.
Mostly just your back bumper. I think you'll be all right.
Landon Johnson will not stop having side conversations right there. But Bryce, what could we possibly expect here coming to restart with probably about 5 to go?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is gonna be. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, it's gonna be very aggressive. I mean, yeah. I mean, who knows what to expect? Honestly, I think we're just gonna see some really aggressive racing, maybe some wrecks. I mean, it's very hard to predict what can happen at Daytona, but I mean, literally anyone in this field could probably realistically have a shot to win. Obviously, the people on the back, maybe not, but the people probably within like top 15 and 20 could maybe have a chance, depending on what can happen. And from what I've learned from this season, never count yourself out, because yeah, anything can happen.
We got cars, damaged cars coming up. I mean, even like you said, never count yourself out. If something happens up front, one of these guys could still go to victory lane.
Yeah, I mean, it's how a few cup races this season.
Yeah, Matthew White here, he has not had the night he's wanted after starting on pole. He's got damage, just falling back. He actually fell back the lap down earlier. Now runs about 30th place.
Looks like going to be starting here with 4 to go, so it'll be very interesting to see how this finishes out.
Yeah, that's going to be enough time for the pack to regain momentum, but not a lot of time to make moves.
I don't think this is our final caution, guys.
I don't think either, but honestly, I think this is the time we see so much try to get third lane going, just to try to get momentum and try to get up there, because if you're back here in like 15th, 16th, you can't just ride on the inside.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
We haven't gotten to overtime at all in the second Daytona race at the Grand National.
I don't think we've had this many cars running either, though.
That's another thing. Yeah, we definitely can see it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that happens a lot at Daytona. I mean, chaos can happen. We'll see what happens. Are they choosing this time?
Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna have 30 cars. We should have 30 cars here still on the lead lap. We get under the yellow. Rojan Koch will be your 31st of the lead lap. So there is, for a guy like Cole Wilson to get wrecked here on the final lap, let's say, you can fall back to maybe the lead, maybe to back to 30th place. That would be crazy, and exactly what you want to see. Well, wow.
That's exactly what I want to see.
Wow.
Co-owner, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Cole, he pays for that car, so I don't care.
Outside teammates, and that'll give Cole Wilson the front row with Ashton Miller.
How good of a jump can Cole Wilson get? So we got some funkiness happening back here. Guys are passing each other before they choose.
That's a big thing, getting a good jump if you're second. I'd say, Cameron. And that's we haven't seen that at all tonight. The person restarting second has just not gotten a good jump at all tonight. But we'll see if Cole Wilson can do it.
And he's gonna have a good advantage. He's gonna be able to. You know, Braden's gonna roll up to Gregory's back bumper. Cole's gonna be able to time the restart if he's smart enough to think about that. It's Cole Wilson we're talking about. He might not, but if he can keep an eye on that third place car on the outside of Braden Hunsaker, we might be able to get a really good restart with affiliated teammate Ashton Miller. Oh my Jesus, Ashton Miller behind him.
All right, we'll see. So this has been a pretty, I don't want to say wild race, but a pretty interesting race so far tonight in Daytona. What are we going to see with 4 laps to go?
It hasn't been calm, but it hasn't also been necessarily clean. We've seen quite a few wrecks tonight, but we haven't really seen a huge wreck tonight. So we'll see. I mean, this could be the time we see it.
Yeah, no big ones so far.
Yeah, you guys are definitely jinxing us.
All right.
See if we
Here
can
we
get
go.
season opener in the Cup Series.
Yeah,
I don't know
hopefully
if we
I'm
wanna
way
see one
back
of
here and I
those.
win.
It's
Wait,
possible.
wait,
Got
again.
Cole Wilson up there.
I need a 24-car crash, guys. Come on now.
All right, well, 4 laps to go in Daytona for the Grand National Series. Buckle up, hold your breath. Here we go. Will this be the final restart? We'll see. Back to green. That's Gregory actually separation with Hunsicker, as you can see. That's interesting. Oh, Ortiz!
Second.
Carlos Ortiz wrecks.
21.
Brandon Piper spins. The 34 of Suarez is around. The 36 is also involved, and that will bring out the caution with 4 laps to go. And that will bring up overtime. Bryce, I think you cursed it.
I
Yes,
believe
y'all
that-
did. I told y'all jinxed it.
believe that one
It's gonna be
started all
close
the
'cause
way
with
up front.
overtime.
I believe that one started all the way up front with Braden Hunsicker blinking out for a moment.
Yeah, it was that separation at the front of the field. This is, Eli, were you talking about fuel?
Yeah, I think I'm good because I've been rid of gear and coasting, but some guys maybe that weren't trying to stay fuel, stay in second gear the whole time. Probably closest. I think when we go back green, I'll be like, when we finish, it'll be like 3. So if we get like double, just 2 overtimes, if we get to the third, I think most of these guys might not make it.
So that was of course the 21 of Carlos Ortiz got turned. It was contact from Wyatt Youngblood. So it was a check up there on the outside. The holes got checked up, and then Youngblood, nowhere to go, just runs into him. Then Brandon Piper, that's a big shot. 34 wrecks, but it is a slow speed crash. McMillan gets turned, so there isn't a ton of damage yet again.
Yeah, I was behind that one. I was behind that car that got spun. Luckily, I went to inside. Luckily, Jacob was farther inside than I thought. I thought it was Mike going to turn him and cause another wreck, but he was low enough to where I was able to sneak through, and now I'm in the left.
Riding with the 44. Yeah, just he gets turned there. I don't think he gets too much damage, though. It might hit the wall. Nope, just avoids contact. Well,
Was that the biggest wreck we've seen tonight? It might have been.
Bro, you are going to jinx us. We're going to cause the humongous one again.
Entertain it for us.
You're not the one having to pay for the bills.
Man, this is iRacing. No one's paying for bills.
Ethan is. I crashed the jet the other day. Again.
What?
4th time in a row.
Anyway, Cole Wilson is now in second. That's going to be huge, splitting up the 2 teammates. Does Cole Wilson go behind Gregory though?
we will see. Should
My
be
pits,
interesting.
I don't see most of these guys pit. But right now, with me saving, I have 9 laps of fuel. So if we go to like double or triple, it could be close.
So, I mean, you think about it. Fuel numbers, I'm sorry, will be different from for drivers that are up front all race, leading the pack, and then drivers that are in like partial throttle in the middle of the pack all day.
You also got to think people like like Landon Johnson, he's pitted, so they're good. They can go 100% if we go to double or triple overtime.
Oh, shoot. I'll probably still screw it and run out of gas somehow.
That's true. You probably ate drinking gas.
Yes, I did. I got thirsty.
Wow. All we know, it's going to be 2
Okay.
laps to go once we go back.
I just got a phone call from Cole Wilson. He would like everyone to know that he is a chud and he is not winning this race.
And that'll put Coke back on the lead lap. So I think we'll be back to 30 because I think Piper's done, or at least a lap down.
Yeah, but
Y'all
still
ready
30.
for?
Ooh.
Y'all ready for another stat here?
Sure.
Okay, so
Hi, Larry.
yep. Bryce McReynolds over here, but yeah. So in wait, I might actually here. I'll say 2, just cause I don't know if I have a chance to really. I wanna say both. So let me find it. Yeah. So 2 out of the 3 regular season finale races. The leader coming to the white flag did not win the race. The only time that happened was Cameron in season 3, and in every race finale race there's been a last lap threat coming to the checker, but it's always happened a few rows back and never with the leaders.
Here we go to the shoes.
Somebody did their homework.
Ooh, that's
Yep.
interesting. It's going to be an all Hunsicker Motorsports front row. They don't choose behind each other.
There.
All right. Cars now roll off of pit road here. As much damage as you can possibly repair. We are going to have 30 cars still on the lead lap for this win.
It's a big points change, especially for these leaders. If they get involved and lose 30 points, because usually before that was a whole race. Well, maybe even 2 races, because we didn't have 35 car grids. We usually had about 20, 25. But 10 point, even losing 10 spots here would be a big points penalty.
Yeah, a guy like Cole Wilson could not see that. Well, it'll be NASCAR overtime. How that works in the league, of course, you get 3 attempts of that in the Grand National Series. Leader takes the white flag under green. The race is official. We'll finish under green. If we don't somehow finish the race in those 3 attempts to get a caution before 2 to go every single time, then the race will finish under caution. And the field will be frozen, the results at the time of yellow. Of the final caution, that will be your results of the race.
Have we ever ended a points race under caution?
Yeah, Grand National last season
Yes.
in Martinsville. And then the
Oh,
Cup
that
Series in
makes
Atlanta.
sense.
Cup Series in Atlanta back in season 3.
I thought we had one in season 4. I think we had one in season 4.
Yeah,
Maybe ended in yellow.
Yeah, it was
Was it
Martinsville.
Nashville?
Grand National. It's Grand National Martinsville.
No, I feel like we had actual cup races.
No,
might be
nah.
Nashville.
Nashville went all the way green.
Okay, we're coming to the restart, guys.
Yep, we are.
Yeah,
Here
that
we
just
go.
wasn't true,
2 laps to go in Daytona. Green, white, checkered finish. It's overtime. Here we go. Huntsicker Motorsports lead the field back to the green. 2 remain in Daytona. Even a restart side by side. Braden Huntsicker on the bottom. Actually, his teammate gets in front of him. That'll leave Cole Wilson now leading the outside lane with Erman, but not a lot of separation up in the top, or not a lot of momentum up in the top.
Cole's got a good pusher and Erdman behind him. He's just got to get to the quarter panel of Gregory. Can he get a run? Here comes Payson behind them as well.
Door to door. Once again, Wilson sideways down the back stretch they go. Lap and a half remain. More cars trying to pull out a line. Maneuver gridlock side by side back in like 15th place. You got to go now.
Cole's
Cole
clear.
Wilson. Yeah, Wilson's gonna go.
Oh, we go clear himself.
Oh,
Somehow he saves it.
Save it.
Oh, but the
There
wrecking.
we go.
Big wreck happening now. Oh my goodness, it's the big one.
Oh man.
Caution is out.
Well, there's your big one, Brace.
Yep.
Oh, and they're still wrecking. Tobin hard on the wall. Max DiFilippi.
I'm somehow running dead last and I still get ran over.
Wow. Cole Wilson, how did he save it, though? So let's
What a
just,
way to shake this one up.
yeah, let's just go back to the start here with Cole Wilson. Not really sure what he was thinking.
Well, he was clear. You're going to see it. He's clear right there. He just hesitated. It took a little bit too long. It wasn't clear anymore.
He
Big
saves
stack
it, but
up. I
then-
don't know
yeah.
how they saved it, but Aiden Halls, he was just trying to build the back and takes out a bunch of them.
Big wreck. McMillan involved. Rajan Koga just got back on the lead lap. A couple of the DTR cars. Davy and Tobin. He's going to take a big hit right there.
Man, Tobin hit about everything he
Yeah.
possibly could hit there.
But Matthew White, how about him getting through it up to 22nd? Let's just ride along with Landon Johnson. He had the whole view of this wreck. There they go. Landon just has to back into. Oh, he gets ran into by his teammate, Joseph Lewis, and then not too terrible.
Can I get my meatball flag cleared?
You have a meatball from that?
Meatball? That's wild.
Yeah, I somehow got a meatball flag.
All right.
I'm gonna just hope for like a 30-car crash on the white flag. Just go 90 miles per hour past everybody.
Well, we saw it in the 500.
Cole Clausen also involved. Man. Biggest wreck of the day. Happens right there.
Finally got our big one.
Yeah. Well, this will bring up
Yeah,
the
it's not so
second
close.
attempt of overtime.
How about 7 laps of field now? Go back around. I'll assume be like 6.5. We get one more. it down to that final lap could be close.
Yeah, I know.
Crap.
Erdman now
Says
is your
we're done.
leader.
We're done.
Wow.
I didn't even get that hard of a hit though. That's kind of crazy. We're just gonna blame that one on Bryce.
Yeah, I'll take blame actually. Yeah, I jinxed that pretty badly actually.
I would hope this is not injury yellow because it's been a really good race so far.
Yeah, this has really turned into a wild Daytona race here in the Grand National Series. That one takes out a lot of cars. The most destructive wreck of the day by far. We still had like 31, 32 cars left running on the track out of the 35 that started before that wreck. Now, I'm not so sure.
So
Maybe
top
about
five.
25.
The top five with manufacturers goes Chevy, Ford, Chevy. So 4 Chevys in the top 5, then 1 Ford, which is Braden Hunsaker.
First Toyota is Sean Rowe back in 6th, who's actually has made his way back up in front of the field.
Of course, we gotta mention the Toyotas.
Well, I mean, they're there, so you know.
That's true.
Well, this is going to be our second attempt at overtime. Of course, you get 3. Have another caution here. That'll be the final attempt if we have another yellow before the white flag. Are we coming to the shoes this time, guys?
Yep.
All right, coming to the
good.
shoes. Here we go. Outside for Erdman. What are we doing? There's Wilson back there. Hunsaker actually follows the line. That's going to give Lindsay the front row.
Hot went top.
I'm kind of surprised. See more cars rolling off pit road here. Kind of surprised Braden took the second row back there. We're going to have 25 cars on the lead lap for the finish.
I mean, I want to say that if Brady used board, he wouldn't get a good jump at being a second, but he did last time, so I don't know.
Yeah, Cherry's went race that he's saving fuel. He's back in 13th, so who knows who else is saving fuel?
Well, can CJ Erdman pick up his first ever Grand National Series win? So you got Erdman, Lindsay. I don't think Hunsaker's ever won a Grand National race. I know he's a Cup Series champion, but has never been full-time in Grand National. I don't think he's ever won here. Neither has Gregory Wilson, your winner. So is Ashton Miller. Sean Rowe technically hasn't won Grand National. So only 2 winners in Grand National history inside the top 10 right now. And none of them have won at Daytona.
This is gonna get wild.
Will we have another caution? Will they make it around to the white flag? We'll see.
Oh my God, Payson didn't go behind CJ.
Yeah, it was definitely a kind of a surprising restart because well, I know it's because Hunsaker he chose he was second. He chose the outside. Pace car is in. Overtime attempt number 2. 2 laps to go in Daytona. Who's going to win this one? Here we go. Back to green again. Kind of an even restart. Maybe that 94 of Erdman a bit of better momentum than that 8 car of Pace and Lindsay. Oh, as Gregory just dropped out of line. He had a blink. He is now dropping way back into the field. Out of line, out of the draft. I don't know. Maybe he had a big blink. I'm not really sure what it was.
Almost warmed up really well.
Here they go, down the backstretch. You got Erdman on the outside lane. They're still trying to get dicey. You got a 3rd car pulling in a line behind them all. It is getting really dicey at the front of the field. Will we make it back to the white flag? Drivers. Oh, here goes Hunsaker.
Oh!
He drops Erdman out of line, as you can see. 3 wide, coming down the front straightaway. Lindsay sideways. Here we go. Coming to the white flag this time by. They will make it. 1 lap to go in Daytona. The final lap's underway. Who's going to win this one?
Can they make it back?
Lindsay on the bottom, Huntsicker in the middle. Outside lane still is Erdman, 3 by 3. They're 1 and 2 for the final time. You got the middle lane coming. That's Cole Wilson, the bumper, that 38 car, Braden Huntsicker. Final time, down the backstretch they go. Oh, they're nearly wrecking.
Oh.
Watch Erdman,
Small
though,
run
he's got
for Huntsicker.
momentum. Where's it gonna come? Still 3 wide. Back into 3 and 4. CJ Urban got a big shove coming.
It's clear.
Oh, Payson gets turned.
Payson goes around.
Big wreck in the back.
He's got it.
They are wrecking huge time. Here they come to the checkered flag. CJ Urban is going to be career win number 1. It happens in Daytona.
How about that?
That
What
was
a
wild.
finish. Huge wreck, and Cole Wilson, by the way, got wrecked. Oh, he didn't even get to
he's
the line
still-
yet. He's
Man,
going to
he-
finish horribly.
Loves taking out those blue collar teams.
And get this, guys. One of our own, Eli Frankham, with a third
How about
place
that?
finish.
How did that happen?
Wow.
Yeah, that top lane opened up, and they stood still. We got big momentum on the top lane. That top lane just moved.
Well, he's a 2-time iCar winner, but has never won in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Series until now. And CJ Erdman, how about it? A winner in Daytona. I believe this might be the first ever win in Grand National for Clear High Racing as well.
I
What a
said
finish.
earlier, definitely could see an underdog win here tonight, and we saw it.
I wouldn't say CJ's an underdog on the super speedways though. He's a very underrated plate racer. Honestly, one of the best in the series, and he showed it today. I have no idea after getting split by Huntsicker how he still ended up in the victory lane, but here he is burning it down. Well, he's trying to burn it down the front straightaway.
He just kept momentum on the outside. He had helped, somehow stayed up there, and it paid off.
I think it was me, Wyatt, and CJ. Obviously, I think we just got enough momentum. We got big momentum back down the backstretch, and turn 3, B stay up against the wall on the inside and middle lane, just make contact. We got momentum, and he cleared, and then us two got clear-ish, and we got 1, 2, 3, and 5, or 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah, we got a lot to unpack there at the finish. How about Jacob Clarino? Entered 2nd in points, remember, comes home with the top 10, with Cole Wilson finishing 17th. So that could be a shakeup in the points. We'll see. Remember, no stage points in Grand National, obviously, anymore, so those are just purely on race positions.
I think I'll deserve a burnout for P3.
How about, we're going to see what happened there in the final lap.
I was back in, like, I just started P11, and I was behind Brody, and we weren't moving. I saw there's a chance maybe for a third lane. There's 2 cars up there. They started to go back a little bit. I was like, maybe just try to help them out, and all of a sudden we started moving.
Yeah, I saw you moving up there.
I thought I had a chance if maybe CJ didn't get, like, had a moment, because we could have got second there. Huntsinger, I was there, the quarter panel of Huntsinger, and he just had enough momentum with help behind from Payson.
Well, let's unpack what went down there in the final laps. It was definitely wild. Of course, overtime number 2 happened there. Let's take a look. So I think Ashton Miller was maybe the first one to get spun. They were 3 wide, multiple lanes deep, and they were just put final lap here. Lindsay gets turned, and then there they go. Look at this. Oh, big wreck. Oh. Matthew White involved. Big crash. Brody Webster wrecks. Cole Wilson, of course, he wrecked as well. Cheery wrecks. Clarino, of course, just drives through to get that top 10. That's important in the points. Somehow drives through more chaos coming to the line. Oh, and it gets just destroyed after the finish.
Yeah, that was big for him. I don't think he really had the pace to keep in the main group. All of a sudden, everybody wrecks in front of him, and then all of a sudden he passes everybody. But if you want to go back to the start of that final lap, we saw Erdman go 3 wide. We thought the race was over when we saw him go 3 wide. The Huntsinger split middle. We thought his day was always going to get moved to the back, and all of a sudden he just had enough third lane just kind of held his own.
Ron and Suarez hit the wall a ton. Gonna ride along with him real quick.
Kept his foot in it.
Cole Dawson did as well. Oh, Ethan McMillan. Oh, my goodness. Saw that 70 right there. Wow. Of course, trying to just pedal it to the line, finish the race for Suarez. Let's just look maybe the last lap or so from the blimp.
I'm surprised they held it that long, 3 wide.
I mean, there was no momentum for Erdman besides that 37. He has got to thank Wyatt Youngblood for this win because, man, if Wyatt wasn't there, he's fallen to the back. Eli got up there as well to help.
As you see, the bottom line and middle line, when you're entering 3, make just enough contact where you can get clear.
Momentum was just able to carry for CJ Erdman up to the outside, and then they start, of course, wrecking in the back.
Looks like a big checkup, and yeah.
And just not enough time for Hunsicker. Lindsay's still pushing, and Erdman able to cruise to victory lane. In that 94.
Photo finish for P3. 100th of a second separated the 3rd and 4th.
Calamity, but CJ just able to run away with this one. All right, well, post-race interviews are coming up in Daytona. What a wild race. I mean, it wasn't that wild until overtime came around, and man, my goodness, no words.
And did not disappoint.
I'm
Certainly
likely
did
not
not.
going to stay for post-race interviews. I got to go do some stuff, so
All right.
yeah. But thank you, Ethan, for letting me in the booth, and yep.
Yep, of course, anytime.
And don't forget my
See you
interview this time.
All right, see you guys.
All right. Well, first of all, how about it for CJ Erdman? CJ Erdman, you are a NASCAR iRacing FedEx Grand National Series winner, and you do it from the Daytona International Speedway, the world center of racing. How did you do it, and how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels awesome. Really glad to finally get this one with Clear High Racing. I've wanted to win with this team so bad, and I owe it to Eli for letting me race for him. But off of 2, coming to the white flag, I drifted up a little bit and gave the bottom to Hunsicker, and I thought that was the race over. I was really frustrated with that move, but then Youngblood got up behind me, and he did a great job pushing, got me clear entering 3, and then they all wrecked, and thankfully the pack kind of dissolved, and we were able to just drive away with it. But Eli did ask me, I don't know if you want to, but Eli Tomlin did ask me to let you drag him in here, and he wants to say a couple things.
Sure. All right, Eli, go ahead.
Oh, hey, guys. Yeah, I am super proud of CJ, man. He's been, Clear High started off with Andrew Stacy, but then CJ was one of my next guys in there, and he's been the main guy since then. I've been wanting so bad to see that 94 go to victory lane and to see it happen at Daytona. I mean, oh, it's surreal. I was killed when I got crashed out of this race. I wanted to be able to get up there and help him, but he got it done, man. Even getting forced 3 wide up top, it did not matter. He's the man on these places.
I mean, yeah, just incredible for your team. I think you got your guys' first ever win in the Grand National Series as well, so that's big. I mean, just like, how long of a time has this been coming, especially to get this first win for the team?
Man, it's been a super long time coming. We had Ronan Suarez get us our first one earlier this season, but for CJ to get it done after racing for the team multiple seasons, we've had heartbreak after heartbreak, race after race. We thought we would have had one, and then even tonight battling adversity when Hunsicker took him 3 wide. I mean, it looked bleak, but he held on, made it happen. Vibes couldn't be better for Clear High.
Yeah, what a night for you guys. Second win of the year. I almost forgot about that one. Second win, just like the last 4 or 5 races. So you guys are starting to click off some victories here. But anyways, back to you, CJ. I know you really aren't in championship contention for anything now. But, man, a win, like what kind of confidence booster is that just to know you can get to victory lane here?
Well, I knew I always could win at these places. It's a lot of it. I mean, you put yourself in position. You make your own luck a lot of times, but a lot of times it does just come down to that kind of at the end. But to get it is a really big confidence booster, and I feel even tomorrow night, I feel even better with that car than I do with this one. I know how to work that car in the draft, so I don't see why we can't sweep the weekend. But really good, really glad to get the victory there. I want to thank Payson as well for helping me. He was probably my best pusher all race until Youngblood gave me the best push down the back. But yeah, shout out to Payson. We've always worked well here, and I'm happy to work with him. But it's really good to finally win in this league.
Yeah, of course, a great win for you guys. It's actually your second, technically FedEx win at Daytona. You won iCar here. What are the celebrations going to be like here tonight as we prepare for tomorrow?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't want to celebrate too much yet because the main one's tomorrow night. But really glad to get this win, and I'm really happy that I was able to get it for Clear High Racing. I wanted that more than probably anything else. I wanted to win for this team so bad, so just really happy to get it.
All right, CJ. Well, big congratulations here on your first ever Grand National Series win. Also, congrats, Eli, on the second win for the team here in the Grand National Series as well. And I guess, Eli or CJ, we're going to see you tomorrow night in the Cup race to see if you can go back to back.
Yep. See ya.
Thank you, Ethan. See you, man.
Of course. All right. Anyways, coming up next, Braden Hunsinger came home second. Eli Franklin, you finished third. Man, what a day.
Yeah, it was one heck of a day. Early on, we lost the draft early on, just trying to avoid those wrecks early on. Usually have those here at Daytona or Talladega. Usually in the first 10 or 15 laps, you just get a couple cautions, and you don't want to be involved in those. All you want to really do is just be there at the end. If you're there at the end, you always have a chance. And we started P11 on that final restart. I knew I lost 2 rows going to the top. I knew that was the only way for us to have a chance to gain positions, and luckily I took that third lane because we started moving, and glad we got a top 5. We almost got spun there and kind of saved it, and had a very good race there. Hunsinger and Payson for a second, third, and fourth. But great day overall, and we'll take that finish, and hopefully tomorrow night you can carry over.
Yeah, Cup race tomorrow night. I mean, I know it would be a pretty crazy thing to happen for you guys, but first career Cup win, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, Lane Johnson can do it. We can do it.
Wow.
Okay. Shots fired.
Well, we'll see you, of course, tomorrow, Eli, in the Cup race. Our in-race reporter for God, we're dying for tomorrow night. Payson Lindsay finishes 4th. Well, Payson Lindsay, it was a wild final lap. You were 3 wide on the bottom, leading the lane. Somehow in contention for the win, even after getting sideways. You'll finish in 4th place. One of the only cars that was completely sideways to keep going there at the end. I mean, take me through that final lap.
Yeah, I mean, we had to choose on the bottom. You know, you had Braden and CJ go to the top. Didn't think if you weren't in the first 2 rows, I don't think you were gonna have a chance at the win, and that's what ended up happening. I think if we would have chose third on the top, we would have been in that huge one there. So, kind of had to choose the bottom there. Wish we would have beat Braden there at that previous caution. Would have chose behind CJ and pushed into the win and try to make a move there in the trial, but. You just never win a super speedway race from the bottom. You know, we got stuck down there, bottom 3 there. Didn't really have anywhere to go. We had just enough momentum to stay up there, but not enough to clear. So didn't really expect to even be in contention there going into turn 3. But Keegan Shelton got a big run. Was helping Ashton a little bit, but then just turned him and killed the whole line. So. Yeah, thanks for that, I guess. But great to see CJ finally get a win here. It's been a long time coming for him. He's been in contention in like every single Super Speedway race I think he's been in FedEx. You think all the way back to like Talladega Trucks, I believe a season or 2 ago, where he was on the top, leading the top on the last lap, and he unfortunately got dumped there, and Matthew White ended up winning. But yeah, just a long time coming for him, and happy to get a CWR or a P4 finish here in my first race in the 8 since season 3.
Well, of course, you've gotten in the Cup Series. Moving on to that, you've gotten some pretty good finishes now. You sit plus 21 to the good on the Chase Cut Line 8th in points. You guys are still looking pretty solid, but it's not locked in yet. You think you can just have a calm race tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as we don't get turned by some idiot in the first 5 laps, you know, we qualify in the top 5. We all kind of get singled out early. We just ride to the stage, maybe get a stage point or 2. I'd say we're very comfortably locked in as long as we make it to the halfway point. And then kind of from there, we can just kind of go for it, see what happens, and we can try and recreate season 3.
All right, Payson, well, nice job at top 5 today, and we'll see you in the main race tomorrow night for the Cup Series here in Daytona, the regular season finale.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to CWR for giving me this opportunity.
All right, coming up next, God. Apologize. Kalen Wilson. How about him finishing in 6th? Kalen Wilson, you guys will finish in P6 today. That's actually a pretty good finish for you guys tonight. Wait, are you serving? Sorry. Anyways, P6 finish. How about it? Wild final lap there, of course, here in Daytona. Take me through it. And how about you guys coming home with a top 10?
I don't know. I was in turn 3. The field wrecked. I braked, and I just went down. Just Austin Dillon that shit. I mean, I had like multiple near misses today, and seems like I had a golden horseshoe up my butt.
Okay. Well, for the rest of the season, 6th place finish. Do you think that will do you well?
I don't know. I mean, it's absolutely astounding for the stints that I'm doing, considering I can barely finish a race.
Anyways, nice job here, top 6 finish, and we'll see you next week in where do we go next week? Iowa.
I'm doing USA next 2 weeks from now.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you there.
All right.
Okay. Next. Next up, Jacob Clarino. Jacob Clarino. It's a 10th place finish, even with all that damage you got in one of those wrecks. But I think this is still a good points day for you guys. I mean, you had a lot of the top drivers in points wreck. Cole Wilson, including him, he finished 17th. You guys finished in 10th today. You're gonna gain. How ultimately do you feel about this one?
I feel pretty good after this pretty mediocre race I've had. Really glad where I finished. I also like congratulate CJ for his first ever national win. Shout out to him. Got pretty lucky with that last lap wreck. My career somehow made it through that scot-free, and that absolutely just killed. Or sorry, I don't want to say that. Absolutely destroyed Carlos Ortiz. On that like after hitting the start finish line. But other than that, it was okay race. Definitely disappointed that I got caught in that wreck on the first restart. But yeah, good race here.
Well, you guys are now 9 points behind Cole Wilson for the championship lead. Heading now, of course, a win in your bank at Rockingham this season. Heading next week to Iowa. What's your reaction on that?
I think we have a pretty good shot going to Iowa. I think have a lot of speed at these mile short tracks, and I think we're gonna finish good there.
All right, Jacob. Well, nice job coming home in top 10 positions tonight in Daytona, and we'll see you next week from Iowa Speedway.
Thank you, too.
Alrighty. Coming up next is going to be, let's see here. Can't see, it's moving. I think Ronan Suarez. Ronan Suarez, you guys will finish in 13th, it looks like, today here at Daytona. It looked like an okay day for you guys all around. I think you got caught up in a wreck or two. You still come up with the top 15, which is definitely better than some other drivers can say in this one. Ultimately, what's your reaction and point of view from that final lap?
Yeah, well, for the final lap, I was really hoping to be more up close to the pack than I was. I mean, I just got absolutely ran through by that 44, even though we were 5 car lengths back, and I was braking really early. But yeah, I just basically just gassed it all the way back, all the way to the line as soon as I got wrecked by that 44. But overall, it was not the day I expected. I expected to be more at the front and just being in the pack, but just the car just did not have the power. It just lost a draft every chance it got. You know, one little slight lift makes the car drop like three car lengths. It's terrible. But glad to have a top 15 finish, and yeah, I hope to be doing good next week. And
Yeah, of course, next week is Iowa. Iowa. What's your confidence level at that racetrack, you would say?
well, Iowa is very interesting because I don't do great in the trucks, but I do okay in the Xfinity cars. So um maybe if people just spin out off of four enough, I can easily make my way up there. But other than that, it's definitely going to be something I need to practice on.
All right, Ronan, well, nice job here coming home ultimately with a top 15, and we'll see you next week from the Cornville, Iowa Speedway.
All right.
Alrighty.
One more interview. If you look at the leaderboard, you will know. One more interview.
Who?
Ashton Miller.
Oh, where'd he finish?
18th. Don't look at 19th.
Ashton Miller, you guys will finish, wait, 18th or 19th?
It's 18th.
18th.
18th today. You guys ran up front pretty much all night long, I think. But unfortunately, it was a late race crash that took you guys out of contention. What anything you could do there? Just pile up, I guess.
I guess, yeah, just have a better push against Pace and Lindsay, but it didn't help the fact that half the field wanted to arc a break because I guess safety doesn't matter in this league. But some people just don't know how to drive, man. And I guess I'll take blame that I did accidentally kind of wreck Payson, but I was also getting pushed, so can't really do much there. And hopefully, that doesn't happen tomorrow because we actually need some decent points. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting race. I did enjoy it a lot because I don't know if I looked at it from the booth with you guys, but it was fun racing down there in the cars.
Well, of course, yeah, the Cup race in Daytona is up tomorrow night. Looking at the points, hang on. The regular season finale for the Cup guys. You guys sit only +7. You're on the cut line. So if Axel Smith races, if Jacob Quayle races, those are the two you're going to contend with. Hayden Hull's only +9 ahead of you as well. Is that some nerves heading into tomorrow?
A little bit, because our goal is to Aiden Halls because we're better than Aiden Halls, and he knows that. But just make the playoffs for the final season. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I made it all the seasons I've been in the league. So trying to go 3 for 3 before the league, evaporates. But
well, not really. Nice
yeah,
try.
Yeah, nice try. But hopefully we can get it done, and hopefully we can get another win before playoffs start or the chase starts.
All right, Ashton. Well, of course, nice job ultimately on the run today. It's 18th, not the greatest for finish-wise, but we'll see you tomorrow night in the Cup race.
We'll try.
All right, coming up next.
Let's do Cole Clausen.
Yeah, P11. Cole Clausen, P11 today. That actually seems very good for you after getting caught up in a couple of wrecks, never really having the lead draft, it looked like, and kind of running 30th all day. You somehow will come home in P11. How'd you do it?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I think it was the first wreck there I got involved in, and I think it was all because of Youngblood. I mean, I've gotten involved in like 3 different incidents with him, so he kind of has to clean it up a little bit, or else, I'm gonna have to pay the favor back to him shortly here. But yeah, somehow we got like 7 minutes of damage from that, so I was just trying to get that repaired, and right before that other caution came out, me and I think it was Joseph Lewis, we were both about to go a lap down, and came at the perfect time. So I was able to stay on the lead lap. I got more damage repaired, and got a lot of cautions there at the end. So I was able to get a point to where I could just stay out eventually and take track position over repairing the damage. And we had some speed there at the end, and got caught up in that that one wreck before the second overtime attempt, and yeah, I mean, I almost had a P7 finish, but unfortunately, that one Mexican with the long name kind of rear-ended me and forgot where the brake pedal is. But yeah, it's all right. But yeah, P11 for running 30th all day is really nice for us, and that's kind of how super speedways go for us. We get damage early on, and we always recover. So great work by Ethan and Hudson and everyone. And yeah, we're 1, 2, 3 in practice, so that was great too. But yeah, just gotta move on to next few races here and try to stay in the hunt for this championship.
All right, well, Cole, of course, next week is Iowa. We got the Cup race, of course, tomorrow night, the regular season finale for the Cup guys at Daytona. But Iowa Speedway, moving on to that, a short track, 7 races to go this season. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I know we got a lot of short tracks coming up on the schedule, and I think that might be where my weak point is. But yeah, it's my home track technically since I'm from Minnesota, so maybe I'll have like some kind of home field advantage maybe. But yeah, we'll try to run good there, and also Cup tomorrow should be a fun time. Not exactly sure how the racing will be since Gen 4 Super Speedway racing has been a little interesting, but yeah, just try to work well there with Ethan McMillan and see what we can get.
All right, Cole Clausen. Well, nice job here on the run today, and we'll see you next week, or well, tomorrow night for the Cup race, and then next week for Grand National in Iowa.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Wow,
Coming
he
up.
says that he has the ice car, and then he makes that comment. That's
wow.
That's something.
Well, let's bring in someone that doesn't support that. Anyways, Kylan Wilson, he is coming up next. He finished
19th. That's close enough to what Cole Clausen is, but whatever. I know for a comment from that.
Yeah, no more comments. Kylan Wilson, we will finish in 19th place today. Not ultimately the greatest finish, but you guys are running inside of the top 10, I think, late in the going there. What ultimately happens?
I mean, towards the end, it was. It's fucking stupid.
Well,
throughout
okay.
And no, it was just. It was just. Basically that.
Oh, okay, good talk. Well, I don't know why Eli's muted. What a fruit. Anyways, we head to Iowa next week. How do you think that could go for you guys?
I don't have Iowa, so I don't know what to say.
All right. Well, I guess if you don't purchase Iowa, then we'll see you at USA Speedway, which is of course a free racetrack. So obviously you have that in 2 weeks. Cool. Good talk. Anyways, coming up next.
I don't know if you saw what I did, but I was not.
That was the best interview of the night.
Coming up next is going to be
Professional.
Aiden Holes, 27th.
Ooh.
Aiden Holes, a horrific finish for you guys in 27th place. This is just a horrible day. Unbelievable. So what can you possibly say with this?
Well, Cole Wilson's fat. That's the first thing to say. That's just known. But Clarino and me were 3 wide when we got wrecked, and I really don't know what happened. Honestly, just kind of Cole Wilson just can't really. I don't know. I think I don't know. Fuck shit. I don't know. I think he knows what side of his car is, so it makes sense. But it's okay. Hopefully we can make the chase tomorrow in the Cup Series. I think I'm 5 points to the good.
Yep.
So hopefully we do good there. Congrats to CJ on the win though. He did great all race long. Oh god damn it. So it's a great all around for Clear High. Good to get another win for us.
Well, of course, what are your thoughts on being beaten by both Kylan Wilson and his brother today?
I got beat by Hitler and Hitler Light, so sad day in America.
Okay. Well, I think it's about time to bring in everyone else in here. No, Max Stiffy's gone.
No. Let me
no,
get an
he's here.
interview, Ethan. Let me get an interview.
Okay,
Let me get an
just
interview.
talk. Just talk. I don't care who talks.
Well, interview me. Gosh.
Brain Hunt Sector, you got disqualified, so you don't really get to talk.
I got disqualified.
Yes.
For what?
Too light over the scales.
Too light. Wow, that's actually a compliment. Actually, thank you.
Yeah.
Who's too fat? He broke the scales.
Oh.
You're the one talking. Yeah. Where'd you finish?
Yeah, 27th because I wrecked myself.
Oh man, I finished P2, man.
Yeah, didn't you wreck like 4 people though?
No, I never wrecked a soul.
Who'd
I wreck, Aiden?
Payson Tyler Lindsay. That's who you wrecked.
Whoa!
I never even touched the. Ow!
Yep, you touched
I never even touched the guy.
Yep, you touched him. You're going to prison. You touched him. Bro.
When? What lap?
I don't know. Payson's mad though. 100%. Yep, hates you.
Man.
Are we sure it was Payson?
Positive.
It wasn't like Brody West.
I don't care.
Never knows. We might want to
Hey
see
man, I wrecked Payson's entire team at Talladega a couple seasons ago.
You did. You did. You wrecked all 4 of them off of 4 in a matter of seconds, which is just impressive.
It was actually in the tribal.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I wrecked the whole field. You know what? I admit it was on purpose. It was on purpose too.
All right, so one of you is going to.
I don't regret it.
Somebody interview Max DiFilippi.
No.
Oh God.
But he's right here, you fruits.
Why are you still doing interviews? Go home.
Why are you?
Go home. Leave the track. You're done.
We gotta race tomorrow.
You know what? We're ending the stream here. I hope everyone had a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow for the Cup Series.
No.
And what do you usually say at the end of these streams?
I'm not telling you.
Ethan likes
dudes. Okay, that's close enough.
Yeah, Ethan likes dudes. You can exit out of the stream now. I don't know why you're still in here, honestly. We're just interviewing back markers at this point, so I don't even know why you're still here.
Go fuck yourself.
But
whoa, okay.
Enjoy your night and hop in for the stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why he still streams 30-minute practice sessions. Just to see terrorism, but it's Ethan Chandler.
Okay. Anyways, Eli Franklin interview Hudson Woodard.
Hudson who?
Woodard. He finished like 32nd.
Why? Why?
I got it. So Cole Wilson, how did your day go?
It's not Cole Wilson.
Wrong guy.
Cole Wilson.
What? Wrong guy, gang.
No, I do. Cole Wilson, how did your night go?
Still wrong guy.
I was up the entire night until the last lap where I finished last. So I lost a lot of points, and I'm really angry.
All right, and then how did that test go earlier today? Did we get whooped?
No, I don't know how it went yet.
All right, well I guess
just go to bed, man. Just go to bed. Wrap it up.
I'm already in bed. I'm laying in it right now.
What? Wow.
Wow.
We're taking an interview from Cole's trailer home.
He's in a tent.
Why are we interviewing him? Oh my God, he's showing the face.
All right, Eli.
Show it on stream. Show it on stream. Show it on stream. Do it on stream. We need to see Cole J. Wilson.
No, I don't want to puke.
Oh, you're the one to talk. I puke in my mouth every time I see your face.
All right.
Oh.
Right. Anyways, Eli Franklin, continue your interviews.
Okay, I guess we'll do that one. Hudson, how do you say your last name?
Woodard.
Not the greatest. Decent night. Not decent. Not the greatest night. 31st, they left down. What happened?
I got a small wreck. My spotter said it was clear, so I went up and it very clearly wasn't. But and then I just didn't have the experience to know what to do after that, so I kind of just fell to the race.
You know what? I'm bringing Kylan Wilson back in here.
No.
No.
Yes.
Hey, Cole, turn the camera off. Turn the camera.
Oh, he's here. He's here. They're all here.
Weird, y'all. Let's go.
Hello.
Oh.
End the stream, Ethan. End the stream.
End the stream. End it.
Hurry.
Why?
Hurry before he says something
Who wants
stupid.
to do the outro?
Hurry, go. Hurry before he says.
Play the outro music. Play the outro music.
All right, somebody do the outro.
Can't hear me?
We'd like to thank you for watching FedEx tonight.
We
and
welcome you live from Daytona.
We'll see you tomorrow night at the Cup Series.
Go to Suarez.
I
For the
wake
regular
up.
season
Oh,
finale
there's-
before the chase. Good night.
Oh, yes,
Good
no
paint
way.
schemes.
Then I make it so smoothie.
Hey
Yeah.
guys.